Good morning, Michael. Okay. I have signed paperwork for a financed car with Jack Wilson. I have 180K left to pay, and I've been trying for 3 weeks to make a payment of 100K. My recommendation is keep up saving the weekly payments. When he flies back in, when he returns, pay him as normal. I'll send him that. Okay. Good morning, y'all. Sorry I'm late. It's been a hell of a few days. Hi, Bald Skeleton. Hi, Trevor. Hi, Neil. Hi, Michael. Morning. My patient, we went out to get something to eat last night, and I think she left her debit card at the restaurant. So the restaurant doesn't open till about 11, and I'm just afraid that somebody's going to try to take advantage. Oh, we have people here.
Hello.
Alright, I'm gonna go clock into law degree. There's no Stellar Blade today. It's late. If I started earlier, I might have, but I've been playing Ark. And to be honest, at probably an hour, I'm gonna have to quickly swap back over because there is a timed something I need to take care of. You know what? Going on the sidewalk. I don't think there would be police in the city this early anyway. Nope. Ambulance is in service, though. I do need to talk to Kelly. I've saw all the body cam now. Okay? All of it. When I say I went over this body cam, I must have watched the shooting probably 30 times. He did not shoot Ralph in the back. 100% guaranteed did not shoot Ralph in the back. Plus, the stand your ground law says that you can pursue someone until the danger is over. Ralph hit Boujou with the pickaxe, never apologized. Had Ralph said, "Oh, sorry," Boujou could not shoot him because it's like flexing a muscle wrong. But since Ralph never apologized, as long as Ralph was still in his shop, Boujou was well within his rights to defend him. Boujou's gonna win this case 100%. Mike Franks overstepped. We're not going after Franks, though. But Franks is wrong in this case. Boujou needs his license back. He needs to be compensated for both weapons they took. He's got this in the bag. 100% definitive proof. I know all of y'all are like, Ralph this, Ralph that. 100% proof he did not shoot Ralph in the back. And how it works is the blood splatter. If you get shot in the back, the upper back is where the blood comes out. If you get shot in the side, your lower side is where the blood comes out. And the lower side is where the blood come out. And as long as Ralph is still wielding his weapon without apologizing, yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's licensed. As long as it doesn't matter if Ralph was leaving. The stand your ground law states that you can pursue even if retreating is an option. So the law, how it's written, Boujou was well within his rights to open fire on Ralph. Now, putting a whole clip into him, if Boujou told me he had never fired that gun, why would he? He's a licensed gun holder. He wouldn't have to fire his gun. So, at the time, that was a known problem that has now since been fixed. So you cannot hold that against Boujou. You can't say now, well, that gun doesn't auto-fire. Well, At the time of its production, it was. So that's a manufacturing defect, not Buju. That would go on to whatever developer developed that gun. It wasn't supposed to have auto fire, but it did. So you cannot blame him for using auto fire when that's how the gun works. That'd be like if they took out the trucking job and people still picked up trailers. But they were still able to pull trucks out and pick up trailers. You know, if they take that out, then it's not supposed to be able to happen. If you modify it at a later date, you cannot go back and say, oh, well, it didn't have that feature. Well, it did at the time. But yeah, Buju's got this case. I don't know what video Frank's watched, but I watched the video in 25th of a speed. I watched it slow, fast. I saw all the reactions. 100%. Buju is not. Now, should he have warned Ralph? Yes. He should have said, stop or I'm gonna shoot. Yes, or some to that effect. I will concede that point. But it's not attempted murder. It is self-defense. It was a stand your ground case law. This is gonna cause stand your ground to change. This case will change the stand your ground law. Because as the stand your ground law is interpreted right now, if they were to change it today, it does not matter. I have a screenshot of what it was yesterday. Just in case they decide to change laws. At the time that this incident took place, stand your ground law included pursuing a suspect until the threat was over. And he still was, in Ralph's statement, Ralph said he apologized to Buju. He did not. Ralph said he had his pickaxe put up. He did not. So I'm kind of wondering if Frank's even looked at the body cam closely to see if Ralph was telling the truth or not. So, yeah, but Buju has this case. And there's a couple of notes. When I see Kelly, I'm going to go over it with her. There's a couple of things I really saw that was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Now, admittedly, no license I don't. I don't think my computer could handle. I sometimes have a problem with just YouTube. I'm trying to save up for a better computer or at least upgrade, you know? But that's going to take a while. But, okay. It's licensed. There was an incident a couple of days ago where Ralph was at the Roxwood mechanic shop. He was wanted for basically house robberies. I'll summarize it. He was basically wanted for house robberies. So he attacked the cop. He went to Roxwood, hopped on the Roxwood mechanic's roof. The cops pulled up, seeing the car that Ralph had been driving, and Ralph hopped off the roof and attacked the cop. But when he attacked the cop, he hit Buju first. Then he downed the cop. Buju took out his pistol and then downed Ralph. Well, Ralph he shot me in the back. He shot me while I was unarmed, which is both a lie. Franks, admittedly, on his body cam, said he did not want to deal with it. That's going to be Franks' biggest issue right there. Because I have 2 cases against Franks right now, and in both of them, I don't want to deal with it. And I've already settled one where he said this. That's going to become an issue for him. Because it doesn't matter if you don't want to handle it. You're a police officer. You have to handle it. You have to do your job. That'd be like if I went down to cells and I just said, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. Give him maximum reductions or I'm leaving. You know, it doesn't work that way. I got out the car. I did not put it up. I was hoping there'd be police in the city. I need to talk to a commanding officer. And I don't trust Hardy Goody, so I'm not going to talk to him. But Buju got arrested for attempted murder. Because he shot Ralph. And everything Ralph said, 25% truth. Why, though? And watched the body cam and decided that, you know what? He's guilty. Arrest him for attempt. So Buju lost his law license, or his gun license, and lost $100K in guns. Now, one of the guns he's gonna lose, okay? He's gonna lose it because it's evidence, it's part of a crime. It wasn't registered. That's fine. The second gun they took needs to be given back to him or him reimbursed and registered. But, you know, if anybody is watching this, like anybody in the city, Buju was 100% in the right. There is no doubt in my mind. And if he does lose this case, it is just streamer bias. I will say that right now. Uh-oh. Okay, I saw a regular Panto. I was like, don't tell me I had the thing. They had a glitch earlier in the city that when you pulled out your car, you'd lose all your upgrades. I think they fixed that, though. They've done pretty good. But, Buju shot him in the side while he was still armed after he had attacked him and one of his employees. He was still in the premise. The stand your ground law states that you can pursue until the threat is over. And the reason Mike Franks is butthurt about it is because he pulled up and didn't get to hit route. He says it multiple times in the body cam. I would have just hit you with a billy club. Multiple times he said it. He said it at least 4 times to Ralph himself. That shows intent. Plus, they have Buju on premeditated. It's not premeditated. Nowhere before Ralph attacks did he say, I'm going to kill Ralph or I'm going to do this and that. Nowhere. It is not premeditated. People are like, oh, well, he waited. Well, of course he waited. If he would have shot Ralph and hit the cop, then he's going to jail for attempted murder of an LEO. Of course you're going to wait. As soon as the cop gets down, you see Buju reach for his weapon. He was allowing the cop, the officer, to do his job. And then when it became clear he wasn't going to be able to do his job, Buju defended himself and his property. That is what this case is. I mean, I spent damn near an hour and a half watching the same 5 minutes yesterday. There is bias, of course. Oh, and unfortunately, Rodney did use the junior judge card against Buju. So I do have to bring that up to, Judge Murphy. I do have to, that's something I can't overlook. But I have to be careful. I'm going to say it concerns me and let Judge Murphy make his decision. I'm not going to say, you know, it's conspiracy, it's blah, blah, blah. I'm be like, I was watching body cam. I have the time. Morning Shadow Wolf, morning JZ. But I have the timestamp on the body cam when Rodney says this. And I'm going to show it to Murphy and be like, it concerns me that he's showing that he's not being impartial. I don't think Rodney should lose his judge, because I do believe Rodney's going to be a good judge. But if you can't be impartial, then you shouldn't be a judge. That's just how it should be. You have to be able to, I don't know why this thing does, well, I do know why it doesn't break good. But if you're gonna be a judge, you have to be, you know, I am typically, Arya is a loner, right? There's no real group of people that I hang out with or play with. That would be a plus for a judge. Because there is no partiality. Like, if Haley became a judge and then she had to go against trial against Joey, it wouldn't happen because, you know, husband-wife type thing. But, you know, if CJ had to go up as can CJ be a judge in a case against Riley? In a case against Rex's Diner? He's associated with them. So, you know, you have to be impartial. Not CJ, Rodney, I'm sorry. Not CJ, Rodney. CJ could do all that. Alright, I'm out of glass. Okay, my yeast is done, though. You know what, I'll just leave it in there. The stock isn't... Man, I'm only at 36% stock. I'll leave it in there. I need to go get more water and more wheat, but I'll do that. I'll be honest with everyone here. I'm a little burnt out on the farming. That's why I've been doing the lawyering. But with no cops on, there's no sense in doing lawyering. Oh, that's a shadow. I was like, what the heck's going on? But, I need to talk to officers today. There were no command officers yesterday. There were no command officers yesterday in the city at all. And I was like, why? Why are there no... Oh, man, Harvey was the only one. But I'm not going to Harvey. Arya has a huge distrust. Out of all the... I don't even want to lawyer people he's arrested. Like, that's how bad this distrust of Harvey goes. Harvey is the reason Arya was falsely imprisoned. Arya went to jail illegally, was falsely imprisoned on Harvey Goody's say-so. The officer who arrested me went for clarification to make sure that it was a arrestable offense, and Harvey Goody told her, he told me, actually, the officer told me, Officer Goody has told me, yes, you could be arrested. The next day, Harry K. apologized and removed it from my record. So I distrust Harvey. Now, Harvey as a person, he's a great content creator, y'all. Go subscribe to him. This is RP. In real life, Harvey's a good dude. He really is. He does care about everything. But in the city, Arya, I don't want anybody thinking I don't like Harvey. Arya doesn't. He's a part of Redline, so I support him 100% myself. That's how it is. It's all RP at the end of the day. I need to call the ambulance and see if it's Kelly or if it's another person. Oh, this bridge hates this car, so I have to ride the dirt. Like, I was taking my, you have a notepad in your computer, right? They used to have WordPad and Notepad. Now it's just Notepad. I have, like, a whole page full of notes for this Casey and Spoojoo. Like, there's a couple of things that are bothering me about it. Oh, Rodney, we know who that truck that was parked here. It was a owned truck, and we know who did it. And we've convinced him now when he leaves it here to leave it back here in this parking lot. That way it won't interfere with the garage. Somebody pulled a vehicle out yesterday, and I guess it was damaged vehicle. I guess they might have been taking it to the mechanic. I don't know. But the second he took the vehicle out, it exploded. It damaged it. It started flipping out, like when it starts just shaking like this, and then it exploded and killed him. We can't have that. All right, let me call the ambulance people. The mechanic in Roxwood. I need to go to the restaurant, too.
Hello.
Hello, may I inquire how many ambulance people are here?
One.
It's just you. Okay, I was looking see if Kelly was on. I need to talk with her.
No, Kelly's not on right now.
Okay, well, all right, sir. You have a good day. Hopefully I won't have to see you, but I'll come talk to you if I do.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, I bite. Yeah. Whenever I go to the hospital, instead of saying have a good day, which, they're at a hospital. They're around people. People don't go to the hospital to have a good time. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm in my head for a second. My friend, Catherine, that was her name, she used to go to the old folks' homes and just sit there and listen to them. Just listen to their stories. Anyway, okay. I don't want this to become another down fest. Nobody goes to the hospital to have a good time. So instead of telling them have a good day, I tell them have an uneventful day. That way it just goes nothing, in a hospital, an eventful day is bad. So I tell them have an uneventful day. That way, hopefully, they just sit there for their 8 hours, do their paperwork, and nothing bad happens. Oh, is this Max? No, Max's truck isn't white. Beep, beep. That's a local. That's not somewhere else. All right, y'all. It's been 2 days. I, Travis Wakeland. It's been 2 days. I have to change the hair. Yeah, I don't have to, but, I try to do it every 2 days. So we're going to go back to a mod. I did go to Cells, though, last night with this hair. And it was funny. One of the things I did was I put it up like this. And then as we were talking, I popped it back out and said, oh, it broke the hair clip. Hello? The restaurant says it's open. They might be outside. They might be like at the garage. No, he might have been taken hostage. I don't know. I thought fully... Okay, yeah. I was gonna say fully blacked out windows are illegal, but only if you get pulled over. This is gonna be a receipt, I bet. Yep. I wonder if their trash cans work. Bob's trash can works. And it has, like, stolen goods in it. Like, I don't know why it has stolen goods in it, but it does. Hello? Okay, he's in his head. You know, you really should close the restaurant if you're gonna go in your head. Because now you might have people who die. Because nobody's at the restaurant. This is the subpoena that I have to present to the police. That's what that note is. Did I rob this? I'm not going to. I just wanted to know if I could, and I can't. I was gonna say if I could. Hello? Are you here?
Hold on 2 seconds.
Okay. If I could, I would have taken 2 food and 2 drink and then went and got the money and put it in the back. But gave him the $1,000 for it. Is this an ATM right outside? At Bob's, you can access their tray and actually take food from them.
Bonjour, s'il vous plaît. How may I help you?
Alright, I just need 2 food and 2 drink. Well, your choice.
Yep. Charge real quick. There you go. I'm just hold on 2 seconds. Let me just text something. Bonjour, s'il vous plaît. How may I help you? Is your mum on a call?
Food prices have went down, actually. At first, they're, Oh, there's a lot more lawyers, Nick. There's a lot more lawyers. There's like 12 or 13 lawyers now. But the problem is none of them are really doing legal advice. Tommy's not a lawyer. Nick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 3 of them are police. So we're gonna drop down to 9. Then we have a new lawyer was hired yesterday. Is this Bailey? Is that the cop Bailey? I think it is. I don't know. Because if that's the cop Bailey, I guess she could be a regular lawyer. I don't know if a police officer can be a lawyer, though. That might be a conflict. But Snowy's not on here. CJ and Rodney can't be lawyers anymore. When you're a judge, you can't be a lawyer. It's what I said yesterday or the day before. It's going to create a conflict of interest down the road. Because what if the said person wants a bench trial? Well, technically, Rodney's a judge. But if he's a lawyer, he can't do it. Good morning, Scott. Yeah, but to answer the previous question, I do. Oh, where are the back wheels, Andy? I'm sorry, I'm seeing everybody's check coming in. They're underneath the car. I like to make funny cars. I like to make funny cars. And I have another one that the wheels are held on with Bluetooth and magnets now. That was a quick 12 to 9. But, Harry Tay is a lawyer. If that's Bailey, that's the cop, then she shouldn't be on that list. But, let me check and see all my texts and see if I had, it's mostly just missed call text. I wish I could turn that off. See where it says try to call you?
There you go.
All right, thanks, sir. You have yourself a good day.
You're very welcome. Please come back soon.
Thank you. All right. Oh, hello.
As at the moment right now, increasing the patient's blood pressure, making sure he can start breathing on his own. Starting on CPR procedures. Yeah, hello, sir. How are we doing?
Oh my god, I feel like we just been hit.
Yep, there you go. It looks like you had an injury to your head. I just made sure to clean up those wounds there for you. Put it on bandage there to reduce and prevent the swelling. Also put a bandage there.
Watch
to
this.
hold a little
Watch
bit.
this. I'm gonna do
Just, uh,
something. You thought they were not
let's see what
supposed to,
happened.
but
Other than that,
it's for a
should
joke,
be
by the
ready.
way. It's
I
for a
think
joke.
What's your name and ID?
Let me have a look for you.
It's for a
39,
joke.
and it's, Daniel Phillips. Hi.
Alright, what
Is it
happened?
Daniel Phillips.
I got hit
Yes.
with something very heavy.
All right.
Oh.
How are you doing, Arya?
Who hit you?
We've been bouncing Vexes forever.
Anyway, you guys have a good one.
Oh, thank you.
Who hit you?
I don't know. Some guy on. So look on Birdie.
Always.
Someone's selling a car for 20k, and I've been
Yep.
checked it, and it come up reported stolen. And this guy went to buy it, and I
Ah.
saved him 20k from not buying it because he said, "Buy it, and I'll put it in the garage." And he said, "That's what you said." And I said, "Well, put it in the garage, then transfer it to him, then he'll pay you." And because I got involved in the deal, I think I've been hit with
He
something.
hit you? Alright, well, you want to sue him?
Yeah, no.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I can't ambulance chase.
Oh,
It's just a
it's
joke.
nothing, man. But I
Yeah.
saved him a lot of money.
Okay, good. You saved him a lot of money?
Yeah.
I
that's
tried to do the
great.
same test as he did, but he just
So-
did it faster. So he
He
got
beat
the
you to it?
blunt
Okay. No, I come
Yeah.
in and there's no one in the restaurant, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna die.
a
'cause I
worker in
can't
there.
get food.
It is a
Yeah, but
working
he was in his head for a second. But I'll say he was only in his head for
Oh.
a second. He came back really quick.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I already got service. He did
Oh,
good.
no, we're dealing with a problem in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, that big black
so
thing on the
so
counter?
you need
That
so
is a
you need one
problem.
of these.
yeah.
need one of
give me
these.
one. I need to get
Yeah,
one
I
when
had
go
one of
over.
those. I need to go talk to the
So-
medic, though.
So he went to buy a big.
Hello. I was about to call you officer. That's wrong. What do I call you?
Hello. Oh, you can just call me a medic, really.
Right, hello, sir. If
Hello.
you see Ellie today, can you please let her know I need to talk to her? It's about her other job.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. If I see her, I will make sure to tell her. Although she's usually not around this time around, but
Usually
sure to
she
tell her.
was. She used to be around this time.
yeah, when she was a rookie, she
You know,
used to be around. There is
There's lately. Have you noticed? There's really not a lot of people around at all at any time.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. So they were having quite a lot of calls, but the past 2 weeks, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've
I mean,
hired
I'm
like
happy,
12 new
don't get me
medics.
wrong, I'm happy not to have calls, Means
Yeah,
people are
well, I
taking
mean-
good care of themselves.
They've hired quite a few medics too. They had a lot of trainees yesterday.
I have an opinion that I cannot actually say out loud about that.
If your
Because-
opinion is that they're not going to be medics for long, you might have people that agree.
There's a reason why, and there's also a reason why, the original medics that have always been in the city are
Yep.
the ones who are actually still showing up.
Yep. I thought about it, but with me being deaf, if my hearing aids died, I couldn't hear the radio, and y'all can't have that. People's lives are on the line.
Yeah, I do this because I really like doing it, and I don't do it for the money.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have a nice day. Just let her know that I'm looking for her.
Yeah,
And
if
I'll
I
get
see
with
her,
her
I'll
later.
make sure to
Alright.
tell her.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Hi, Daniel. You called. Yesterday? Did you need something in particular, or just were you trying to find a lawyer?
Yeah. No, it's about a boat. So can you put your boat away in the docks in the sandy one?
You can, but it's you have to basically, you know how you get in the garage?
Uh huh.
You get out of the driver's seat and it'll tell you to enter, to pull a boat out. You
Yeah.
have to quickly sit inside and it'll say store for like half a second. You have to be very quick on putting it away.
Yeah, I think they might need to change that because
Yes,
'cause
I meant to
had
talk
a-
to-
Wait, oh,
I-
oh no, it's this guy.
I was gonna talk.
So
Is that the
this
guy?
So this guy bought a boat.
Yeah.
But he couldn't put it back away in Sandy, so I have to take it all the way down to the city.
Oh, okay. But there is a way, but you have to be like very quick about it.
Yeah, so we can customize boats, but your ones, I don't know why, but we couldn't customize it.
Maybe. Which boat do you have?
I don't have a boat. He do.
Oh, okay.
Got the big boat.
Yeah, and we can. I
Ah.
did
yeah.
customize 2 boats in my shop. What do you mean?
Yeah, so
Eh,
we can
eh,
customize them.
Okay, but I couldn't
You
get
can.
customize mine yesterday.
Why
Or the
not?
day before. We tried and it never would like give me the customization option.
Give it to him straight away when I've dropped it off.
You did it at Sandy?
Yeah, Sandy Mechanics.
You have to drop in a safe location where you can actually do the customization.
So I might have to do it. So if you're free, I can have to do it again.
And then
I
you
can't
would
do
have
it right now.
Oh, that's fair enough. Well,
I spent all my
And-
money on plushies.
you
Yeah,
did.
and then you,
Pretty
on your
much.
capacity as a mechanic, you would have to then put the truck near the boat.
Yeah, we
Because
got it.
obviously
We
you won't be
got
able
it
to move
to
the boat.
there.
Yeah.
We got it to the mechanic shop, but we couldn't actually like get it to register to do cosmetic changes. Is there
You have to
anything
put
worth it
the-
though?
You
Like,
have to
what
put
can you
the
change on
boat
it?
on the ground.
Yeah, we did. But what can you
you can-
change on it? Like,
Paintwork.
actually?
You can change
go on.
the wind. You can put some tint. You can, depending on it, you can do turbo
Nah, I don't care. I just wanted to change the paint,
and
but that's fine.
the paint. The paint
Plus-
job.
No,
really.
have
Plus you
y'all
can fully
seen?
And the
upgrade it.
headlights. You can do the
Okay,
headlights.
well, have y'all seen the new plushies?
Yeah, I have 4 of them, and
yeah,
I don't want to have
think
them.
I think it's a waste of
I'll
money.
take them. Give me here right now, right here. Hand them over. Hand them over.
Oh, it's
Give,
not
give,
here.
give.
It's
You
in
give-
me.
no,
It's in me
no.
locker.
You need to give them to me right now. I'm joking.
Oh my
I'm
God.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I
They have
would
the-
have if it's not with me actually. So,
They released the best plushie ever.
Gingy.
No, it's this woman who has green hair and is a farmer.
Really? I wonder
Harvey?
who
Yeah.
it is.
Is it
Yeah, no,
Harvey?
it's the best one. Now see,
Wait,
medic, we're gonna need
wait,
your help in a
Harvey?
second.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I know it's you. You said
Yep. I have a plushie. You know what? Honestly, the best one is though, so far out of all of them that
What's
I've
that?
seen out of season 2, the
Uh-huh.
one I like the best, it looks the cutest, is Maka.
to be honest, I haven't seen one of them because I found it's
Yep.
a waste of money.
Maka has a
Maka.
plush, and it looks cute. I like it.
I have Maka. I have Bike Franks, the PD guy. I have what I think it's Tom. And what is the other one? Lauren, I think.
See, I
Or
need
it's
3
Bailey.
out of those 4, I think. Or if it's Bailey, I don't need
Eh.
Bailey, but I do need Lauren.
I think it's Lauren. I don't think it's Bailey.
But oh, I saw the train.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
mean
need to
it's in
try
the
that
locker in
one.
the city
What's that
hospital though,
I know. Why do you keep them in the locker?
because I don't care for them. That's why.
They
Plain
have
and
a
simple.
big box you can buy, and you just put them in there.
Yeah,
and-
but I don't want them. I'm doing the cars. I'm collecting the cars.
I don't want the cars. I looked at the cars and, like, I can't really see what car it is. I can see who it is with the plushie, but the car's so small, you know? And small things
Yeah.
a lot of small things have disappointed me in the past, so I don't want those.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yep, a lot of Netflix and disappointment nights.
Yep.
Oh, the
Anyway,
Ralph Moaning
let
one?
me
I
go
don't
back
think that's
to
a
the
plushie.
hospital. You guys
All right, y'all have a
fantastic-
nice day. I have to go too.
Yes.
All right, Daniel. Thanks for
Okay.
letting me know. We'll try that when I have the money
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, fine.
All right,
But
have
yeah,
a good day.
we figured
Yep.
out how to do it last night.
Okay, no problem.
I see.
But the Ralph Mooning one, they can make plushies now. Like Echo has made Brit a plush. So I don't think that's an actual like in the series plushie. I think that was a special one made for him. But if I see it, because we know 27. We know 27 of them. We're waiting for Natalie to post the pictures of the ones she has. Because Natalie bought a bunch of them. I bought a bunch of them. But, we have 25. I know there's Gingy and there's Max. But we don't know the other ones, the other 3. So it could be. The Ralph Mooning could be one of the plushies. But I think that's like a special item, kind of like the trading cards Echo did. I think that's a special card, like a special plushie for him. Ooh. We would have to see it. Like, if he showed us, like, if he hovered on the item, it would say, like, plushie, or it would say, you know, like, part of Season 2, or if it just says, you know, Ralph, then it's a special one. Alright, so I don't have... Oops. It is 8:41. Where I live, it is 8:41. I have... So an hour from now, I have to go to ARC. While you're raising up babies on ARC, you can imprint on them. And if you imprint fully, they get a humongous boost. So like attack, health, all of that. Like 15%, which 15% in ARC is a lot. And but it's timed. And if you miss it, you're not going to be able to imprint. You have to imprint when they're ready to imprint. I could put it up and just do it, but over the weekend, if I do it today and just leave a baby, it's a juvenile right now. If I leave it out all day, it should be raised by the end of the day. It'll take 2 or 3 extra days. I'm not leaving. I know I stand there when I leave, but we have to go get the hair. I should put the black dress on because that's the outfit I was wearing in my photo. In my thumbnail. I can't talk. We had an issue. Hey, Lamar. The issue with the debit card is still in my mind. Because I'm afraid someone might try to take advantage of an older lady. This is not the first time this has happened, though. Usually I would just call and have it canceled. But being that it's Sunday and we can't get a replacement, because I can just go up there tomorrow. If I lost it, or she lost it, on a Thursday, I can just go up the next day and have it declined and print a new one. But banks aren't open on Sunday. And knowing my luck, tomorrow's a holiday anyway, that I don't know about. What? We're driving this. I need to drive this more. I don't like driving this with the dress, because as you can see, it clips through. But you know what? I like the car. I'm going to drive this car a little more. They did the quality of life upgrades to the cars. Like, over the 2 weekends, they did minor changes to the cars. And I definitely feel the change in this car. And I appreciate the change in this car. It's a lot more responsive. And it brakes a lot. It brakes better. Like, if I was going full speed and broke at this light, that tow truck's towing a truck. That tow truck's breaking the third wall. But okay, perfect example. If I was to go on this bridge and I was to try to stop, I'm doing 80, 90. If I was trying to stop right here, I would have been off of the bridge before they did the upgrades. I wouldn't have stopped until I was probably around here. Like double the distance. So I definitely like the new handling on the cars. I got 2 things clipping, actually. My hair is clipping through and my dress is clipping through. But yeah, I'm going to take y'all with me, by the way, to ARC. Y'all are going to see. I should show y'all the house that I built. I'm not finished with it. I'm like, the building is done. The interior is what I have to fix. Okay, so hair, we're just going to go probably, you know what? Chair. Let me see. You know what? I can live with this. Well, hold on. Let's see. That's 126. Let's see what this one... Okay, it's the same. Almost the same. I still like this. This is probably the hair I like the best. This is my plushie hair, by the way. This is the hair that's on my plushie. We're gonna go with this. Buy without saving. And then if I take this outfit off and put this one on, then I'm my plushie. I just need the pitchfork. HTK, give me a pitchfork. Make it happen. You know how many people would be crying they wanted a pitchfork if I had one? Honestly, if I had one, it would never be used except when I'm on the farm. That would literally be a farming thing. There would be people crying, I want a pitchfork. I would make the devil outfit and carry it around with me. I'm waiting for, I'm waiting for, and I want to talk to him about it. I really kind of do. I want the weapons license, but I want a non-lethal option. You know, I understand, like, the taser, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. If you abuse it, like, you know, you tase someone, they stand up, you tase them again, yes. But, honestly, Arya would tase them and then take off running. I mean, that's just who she is. She's not confrontational. She just wants people to like her. She wants to help people. Okay, so I'm gonna go show a series of events. I don't know if Roxwood mechanics are open, but I'm gonna show y'all what happened. Yeah, they're open. They were the ones that towed the car. Whoa, dude. That dude just hit me. I'm gonna pull in this door because nobody uses this door. Okay, so see, what happened was they were in here. They were about here. Ralph jumped off the roof. And Boujou and his employee were standing here. The officer was standing here. Ralph came in, hit Boujou and the employee. Hello, how you doing?
Not too bad. Trying to watch this absolute imbecile do something, but you know.
I'm here looking, doing research for Boujou's law case. Just don't mind me.
Alright, no.
And the cop was about right here. Ralph swung, hit both of these employees. They scattered over here. They ran over here. The cop pulled his taser, and they scuffled right here. They traded blows. Ralph ultimately won. The second, you can see on the video, the second Ralph hits the officer, and the officer goes down, Boujou standing here pulls his weapon. Ralph is right here when he gets shot. That is not in the back. That is not in the back. So, Boujou emptied the clip into him. Yes, I will concede that point. 100%. But here's the thing. Boujou told me in his interview with me he had not fired that gun. He did not know that that gun was full auto. So, when he fired it holding the button down, he might have thought it was just pow, 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 not, you know, boom, 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 boom. But, and then, right when Ralph went down, you can hear the siren that Franks and his person were pulling up. In the interview, in the body cam, Franks multiple times mentions, I would have beat you with the baton. That shows clear intent. That's premeditation, right? Because he's saying he would have done it. Even though he would have been well within his rights. He would have been within his rights. He would not have been illegal. But the stand your ground rule says that as long as you still perceive a threat, you can pursue until that threat is over. Well, Ralph still had his pickaxe. He had still not done the...
That was good, Arya.
I'm doing research for the case. Just don't mind me.
Okay.
As the law states, Boujou is in the right. This was self-defense. Well, then argument can be made. Because here's the thing. Ralph might have been running. Let's say Ralph's car was the upside-down car.
Do you want me to help
He
you?
might have been running to his car. No, I'm just going over the scene of events. I saw the body cam. So I'm just going over to my own head. So say Ralph's car was right here. Say Ralph was running to his car. First off, you have two officers coming. Like, you can see Frank's right at the gas station sign across the street. When Ralph is first down. So, Ralph might have been fleeing. Okay? But, this is Ralph. I can make the argument that he was, let me put it this way. We all know Ralph. I can make the argument and successfully make this argument that he is a violent person. That just because he might have been running to a car does not mean that the threat was over. You know, he might have did this. He might have saw the cops coming and came back in here. trying to hide again. And if he would have done that, and he would have been shot, would anybody be complaining? I can't use that in court, right? It was still on perm. Somebody's permed? Hold on. I don't know if I can check that right now. Immunity moderation? Let me see. Settings, permissions, agreements, general. Moderator, approve, hidden users, nothing. I don't have anyone blocked. There's no one. I have no one on a block list. Yeah, there's no one on a block list at all. Oh, premise. Yeah, okay, perm. I thought you were talking to perm. Okay, I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about somebody's talking in chat, but that's the key right there, JV. You're 100% correct. He was still on their property. He was still posing a danger because he still had his weapon out. See, that's the whole point of it. If Bougie wins this, I will be surprised. I know they have their own laws, real life. In California, guaranteed. Blitz, 100% in California? Damn right he would. Where I live? Probably wouldn't. Where I live, he probably wouldn't. Because that's like I said, I'm actually going to get shot to prove this. Like, I am going to have a medic. I'm probably going to have Kelly. And I'm probably going to have someone who has a registered firearm. And we're going to test this theory out. I don't know if I'm going to do that. It is kind of fail RP. So we might have, like, go to a test range. You know? Yeah, it's fail RP if I get shot. So if I ask someone to shoot me, that is fail RP. That's no value of life. Right? Blitz, I understand what you're saying, and I get that you're a Ralph fan. But as the law of Redline, the new law of Redline, the stand your ground law makes what Bougie did legal. I know you don't like that. I know you're a Ralph fan. We're all Ralph fans. I get this. I know I can't be biased like that, though. I can't be thinking, you know, there's just too much that's not adding up. But Bougie's gonna win this. I'm telling you right now. He's gonna win it. If he doesn't win, it's because of the bias. I mean, but Murphy, I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. Murphy has been fair, and he's been just. Like, he's done cases where he's, you know, there's been able to be biased, but he hasn't done it. So Murphy is fair. I applaud Murphy and all that he's done so far. But as of right now, I took a screenshot of it last night so that if they change it, they can't do anything. In fact, I'm going to go look right now to see if it's been modified. I doubt it. I doubt it very much. But yes, the stand your ground rule. A defendant is allowed to stand their ground and defend themselves using force. And if reasonably necessary, pursue an assailant until danger of bodily injury, death, or other crime has passed. That's what's going to kick him in the butt. That is what's going to get him, is the reasonably necessary, because he was attacked, he is on the property, and he had already assaulted him and his employee. There is reasonability there. You know, I hate to say it, I know a lot of people are going to complain, and if any of the police are watching this in the early morning, that's the stand your ground law. It's called stand your ground. Yeah, exactly. And the reason, I love the reason, well, why didn't he pull the gun right away? Because he might have shot the officer. Right? Because he trusted the officer to be able to do his job, and when it became clear that the officer wasn't going to be able to, that's when he stepped in. No. See, you're under the assumption. I've already disproven the running away and shot in the back. I can disprove that right now. I can disprove that. Okay, number one, my first question is, are you a behavioral psychologist? And when they can't say yes, then I can say, well, then how do you know what he was doing? You know? I get the argument is going to be that he was running away, but we can't prove that he was running away. We can't prove that he was going to leave the scene. Neither can they. So that has to be taken completely out of the question. We don't know what Ralph was going to do. Now, if Ralph comes in there and says, I was going to leave the scene, first off, Ralph's not on trial. Ralph's not on trial. Is that Tibbs?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
I? Not talking. Okay. But if y'all, I can't show y'all the body cam. Y'all can see the trial though. I probably will stream the trial. I say probably, and the reason I say probably is like, if something happens. Like if I can't be at the trial because my patient needs me or something, that's the only thing that would stop it. But, they can argue that Ralph is fleeing the scene. And I'm gonna say, how do you know that? Well, he was running toward his car. In my opinion, he was running toward Officer Franks. Who's to say I'm wrong? Exactly. Well, the officer in question had his taser out. The one that got downed, he was going for the non-lethal. Which only will further my case for having a non-lethal option. If he'd had a taser, we wouldn't be doing this. If Buju would have had a taser he could have pulled and shot Ralph, this wouldn't be an issue. They don't have to know that he was running away. They only have to perceive to be running away, and the camera will show that he was at the time of the gunfire. You know, Mark, I've watched this thing like 10 times, or at least 30 times yesterday. Buju's gonna win. I hate to tell you, Buju's gonna win. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Should he have got maybe an assault charge? Maybe. But attempted murder? No. He's not, there's no attempted murder. No. There's no premeditation, which is one other thing they wanted to charge him with. No. If anything, the premeditation came on Ralph, because he hid, knowing he was going to attack the officer. Is that a local? I don't think that's a local. No, that's not a local. I have no idea who that is. That's not a local. It's all going to come down to, see, I honestly think that the Ralph equation should be taken out of this, except for the fact that he got shot. Ralph's intent is not what's being questioned here, in my opinion. Otherwise, the suit would be against Ralph. At the end of the day, he had attacked Buju and Buju's employee. He had downed an officer on their property and was still on said property. He was well within his rights. I could claim that it wasn't to defend his employees. I could claim it was to defend his property. And that still is a valid claim. All right, let's see. Assault is a misdemeanor. Simple assault. Let me see. Attempt to arouse fear? No. Attempt to cause harm with force. Yeah, assault. That's what it would be. Well, assault with a deadly weapon. I don't know. With a firearm. Okay. Assault with a deadly weapon. Attempting. Okay. So let me see. Assault with a deadly weapon gets that. Attempted murder. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hello, Arya Bliss.
Hey, Arya, it's Leroy.
Hey, Leroy. What's up?
Question: would you be able to tell me how much roughly my expungement case would cost?
Yeah. Is it a violent felony or a non-violent felony?
Oh, fuck yeah! I'm expunging my entire record.
Oh, you have to do it case by case. Each one is a different. Yeah. So if you had like
Wait,
10
Rod?
felonies, you'd have to pay 10 times.
Yeah, I already figured that. I know it's. I think it's. I owe at least 100K just for attempted murder of Elio times 4.
Oh, yeah, probably. That's gonna be expensive. I think it is. I think it's 25K for a violent felony with a 75 court cost tacked on. So it would be
75,000 or 7,500.
30. It'd be 32. $3,200. No, $32,500 for each violent felony.
And is it like each time I have to go back to court?
You don't go to court. What it is we file the expungement. The DOJ discusses it with the police, and if the police agree that you're not likely to be a repeat offender, they can expunge the record.
They might say I am a repeat offender, but I've not committed any crimes. I've done nothing wrong. I've actually become a legal citizen completely. 30 days
You
ago
have
today.
to wait. Okay, 30 days that's what I was about to tell you. So you can start the expungement process, but it is a case-by-case, charge-by-charge. So you have to pay for
Okay.
every charge you want to expunge. I don't
Yeah,
think
which I
there's
already
a
know that.
limit. I don't think there's a limit to how many you can have done, but don't quote me on that.
I'm sitting at 18
Like-
at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm saying you might only be able to do like 2 or 3 at a time. Not that you couldn't do all of them. But don't quote
I
me
don't
on
know.
that.
Rodney just said I had to get with a lawyer, and a lawyer knows what they're doing.
Yes. The lawyer will file the expungement case, and then the DOJ judge will get to with the officers, and if the officers agree they don't think you're going to be a repeat offender, they can either grant or deny. You have to pay either way, though.
Yeah, I can't commit any more crimes unless I redo my skill book again. Because I paid $300,000
well-
and I completely went mining.
Well, that's not really a factor, but I mean, if you
No,
wanted, you
but
can
at
get
least
with
I
any
can't-
lawyer. Yep. Yeah, I know, I
I
get you.
can't offend.
But if you get with any lawyer, and they can start to file your case, and you have to give them a case-by-case basis. So you have to tell them
Yeah.
which one you're trying to get and why.
All of them.
Well, you can
Why?
do
'Cause I want
all
to
of
become a cop.
Oh, okay. Maybe you could get all of them at once. I don't know, but that would be quite expensive in your case if you have 18
Yeah,
of them.
that's why I'm running liquor right now.
Okay. But I think from what I understood yesterday, Harry's not going to be in the city for a few days though.
That's fine. Yeah, I think I know where he's at.
Okay. But you get with a lawyer and they will fill out the paperwork. And now it's not instantly, right? It might take a little bit because the court system's a little backed up right now.
I'm aware. I've been talking to Rodney.
Yeah. But well, Rodney's a judge now, so hopefully we get things speeding up a little
Yeah.
bit. But that's how you would do it. You'd go case by case, and each one would be considered a violent felony or a non-violent felony. And then, it depends. Non-violent felonies are cheaper than violent felonies to remove.
Yeah, that one I already know.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know everything. You know,
Yeah,
wanna make
mine's
sure you're
mostly just
informed.
drugs and all that. The violent parts are
Okay.
the attempted murder of Elio times 4.
Yeah, so those 4 would cost you $32,500 each. And then the police would
Alright.
have to. The best bet you could do is talk to an officer and, like, get them on your side because the more people you have on your side, the faster it goes.
All right.
But it all comes down to if the police think you're going to become a repeat offender. That has a lot to do with it.
Okay.
All right, does that satisfy your questions?
Yeah, that satisfies it.
All right, thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Did I see that attempted murder is way more of a fine than assault with a deadly weapon? Hold on. Assault with a deadly weapon, 129,000. 129,000. Okay, it isn't. 100. Yeah, it is. The fine is more for attempted murder, but the jail sentence is less. The jail sentence is 80. But yeah, why is that? The fine's cheaper, but the jail sentence is longer. They're both felonies, though, so. I honestly. Where are my tires? Oh, they're here. Believe me, they're here. Let's see if I can do it. All right, see them? Look, hold on. Let me get the right angle. See them? Right there? They're there. They're just cambered all the way inside. I like making funny cars. I need to make another one when Harry pays me. Well, no, I need to get my plushie collection done. Then I can start making another funny car. I need to, like, get, like, an S-Class and do this to it, just so people can cry. Just so people can, like, oh my god, what did you do to that car? I made it mine. But yeah, look, see, I have them. There's 2 tires there. I say there's only one, and I say another one's my spare tire. But I like making funny cars. It's just something I like to do. And the Panto, it screams to be made into a funny car. If I could afford a Brislow, 100% would buy one. 100% would buy one if I could afford it. That's one of the best cars I've ever driven. It's a hybrid too, so you can change it over to electric or to gas. So if you run out of gas, you can change it over to electric. Okay, so the fact is, I know a lot of people are going to be on Ralph's side, okay? I know this. And I get it. I get why, you know. I get why, 100%. At the end of the day, though, it is content for him. At the end of the day, it is content for Ralph. Maybe not the content he was hoping for, but it is. But the fact is the whole thing working against Ralph is, yes, he was still on the premises, and B, he was not shot in the back. I got rid of the car. I think I gave it to Rodney. I think I gave the little Hot Wheels car they gave me. I think I gave it to Rodney. Or I might have gave it to Kelly. Yeah, let's see. So he had... Okay, I don't need Bailey. I don't need Tommy. He said he had... Franks. He said he had Officer Franks. And who else did he say he had? Lauren? Maybe? Oh, Maka. I think he said he had Maka. But I have the best one. I have the best. And when I get 3 of these, I'm going to start carrying one on me everywhere I go. But yet, look, that's me. It's the outfit, everything. They have to fix this. This is a corrupted image. What happened? The image went bad, so he's going to fix it. So it's just a box for now. But yeah, this is what they were talking about. The VIN checker. You got to get one of these. You can see if a vehicle's stolen or not. I still have my 100 boxes here. I'm so tempted to open them until I get a second Benny. And then sell the rest of them, but that's not why I bought them. Plus, the person who buys them, I can, like, if they get a Vinny, I could be like, hey, I'll give you another box for it. You know, just straight 1 for 1. This is the other car I had for people asking where'd my tires go. Oh, I changed the color on this one yesterday. Let me see if I can find a place that's all lit up. Would I be able to do it here? No, I don't know. This doesn't look lit up. Yes. But yeah, if you look, my tires don't actually touch the ground. So this is technically a hover car. And the tires are held on with Bluetooth technology and magnets. Everyone, you're gonna have to give me a moment. I have to go help my patient. Make coffee. Hold on. Yes, Blitz. I talked before I did this, before I bought any of them. I talked to Harry, HTK. In city, HTK, Harry. What I tell people is he knows the manufacturer, right? Because he's the person who makes them. So in the city, when they ask, well, how do I say, I talked to Commissioner Harry because he's friends with the manufacturer. And I asked them beforehand if they would still work, if they would change over to the new season. And I was told that they would. Ooh, they got oil. I don't have any money, though. Like, I don't want to spend any money right now, especially if Wolfenstein's not going to be in the city. You know what? I have enough oil. If I wanted to go mine, I think I still have, like, 800 oil. I'm still good. It's funny, they bought the oil rigs, and now the mini-malls have oil all the time. Hi there, new here. Oh, welcome in, Daryl. Let's see. Daryl Loxford? Well, welcome in. Hello. Welcome to Redline Streamer 8321. I need to change the headlights. Yep. It was daytime when I changed this car, but I changed the underglow. But I didn't change. As you can see, the road really does not like the Bluetooth technology. And I think there's like metal under the ground that's interfering with the magnets. These are fun cars to drive, though. You would think, like, if in real life somebody had this car, you would think it would take corners, like, on a dime. Like, you know, you just push left and all of a sudden you're going left. All right, let's see the headlight color. We're going to look at that while we have the nighttime. Whites. Headlights. Push control, and then hold. There we go. So, electric blue is not a thing. I don't want... the thing's gold. I could do yellow. Could do black light. I mean, it is black. You can't have black headlights. Could just do white. You would have to be either yellow, gold. It would have to be gold or black light. Purple. No. I don't know. I'll be honest with y'all, I don't like the name of this one. It would make the most sense, though, because, I don't know. I don't have the money to do it, so I do, but I'm not spending $1,000 to change the headlights when I have no way, no real way for the money. I can go do garbage, I can go do lumber, there's ways to make money. I can go fishing. I mean, I'm very proficient at it. I wonder, am I number 3 now? Am I even still on the leaderboard? Does anybody even fish anymore? I've not seen anyone fishing for a long time. Let's see. Nope, I'm number 3 now. I was number 1 for the entire first month of Redline. I am fine not being on here. Somebody's gonna pass Snowy up. I guarantee somebody's gonna pass Snowy up. Hey, Kelly! Oh, see? Advanced research kit. You can sell those, but you lose money with this now. Selling these 2 fish is worth more than selling this kit. It used to be this kit would sell for 10K. These 2 fish would only sell for like 5. But with the drug, with needing the advanced research kit to make the meth kits and all that, it lowered the price of them because they put them in store robberies as well. So imagine you go rob a pharmacy and you get an item worth 10K. You know, that's not a bad trade-off, especially back in the day when it only took, like, what, 20 seconds to rob anything? This is probably going to be a receipt, but I hate people who litter. Nope, it's a fishing rod. I should keep these. I might give them to new people, but eventually I'll throw it on the roof. That way it's not in the street. Nope, wait a minute. I guarantee you, look, here's the rest of the fishing gear. Book. This will either be a rod or, yep, a rod to the line. What they did was whoever was fishing probably bought new gear and just threw their gear away. I throw it on top of buildings because no one's gonna go up there, and it gets it off the street. Don't litter my streets, people. These aren't cheap fishing equipment either. Like, some of this fishing equipment really is expensive. Like 5-6 grand. And back when the city first opened, 5-6 grand took a while to make because we didn't know how to make money. We didn't know the best ways. This car is perfect for this one though. It just looks correct for me. Now, is that lightning just now? Okay, got 20 minutes. Good. Good. Let's see what I can get up to. Let me check something while I'm here. Yeah, see, I have 925 oil. I'm good on oil. I don't need that oil. You know what? We're doing Fashion Week, y'all. Let me put this up. Let me go into the police station where I won't be interrupted. Go into the conference room. No one will interrupt me in here. Take this. Take my outfit off. Okay, this is a mask. Okay, that can go. Burger shot shirt. You know what? That can stay. Nope, it goes here. This is that Sasquatch outfit. That can go. I'm never gonna wear that again. Yeah, that can go. This is a necklace? Okay, this is a butterfly necklace. That's definitely staying. Alright, this is also, these are shoes, work boots, and maybe. This is a chain. Yeah, kinds of chains I kinda want. So these are pants. Okay, I'll keep dress pants. Well, hold on. Are those the ones with the stripe down the center? No, they're work pants? Okay, I can keep work pants. This is this outfit. I made this outfit. Let me put it all together. It should all be together. I can't wear this anymore because that is considered conceal and carry. Yep, that's an outfit I made. I can't have the bag. Is the guns. That's considered open carry, and I don't have a license. I can't get arrested for that. But I can keep this outfit if I ever need to park cars. That's a funny comparison to me. Okay, what is it? Shoes? Yeah, I'll keep the platform shoes. No, those can go. Those are ugly. Oh, is this the androgynous jacket? No, the one that makes it look like a male. Kinda tampers down. That's a maybe. This is a guaranteeingly no. This stack over here is no. Shoes. No. No. This is watch? Yeah, I'll keep a watch. No, definitely not keeping a tie. Alright, maybe. It depends on what other pants I have. Glasses? Yeah, I'll keep the glasses. No. It's got the gloves on. It's more than one piece. I get it. Yeah, I'll keep this for now. Like I said, a lot of these outfits are Haley and Lauren. Ooh, no. Yuck. I don't like those colors. But a lot of these outfits are outfits they wore and when they were burnt. Ooh, the Laura Croft glasses. I'll keep those. When they were caught with them, they threw them away when they were getting new clothes, and I happened to be in the store. So I've got like 2 or 3 of their old outfits. Ooh, red strappy, yes. These are pants. Oh, red lingerie goes with an outfit. I know which outfit that goes with. What is this? Chain. Okay, I'll keep the butterfly chain. This is shoes. Yeah, I'll keep the black strap. This is another. This was, I think, the attempt to make the original hippie outfit, so I can already have that, so I'll throw it away. Pants. Yeah, this was that hippie outfit, an old hippie outfit. I'm gonna get rid of it. Alright, shoes. White strappy? Yeah. You see, I like the strappy shoes. This is... the mask. Nope, this can go. Chain. Yes, I'm keeping that chain. This is another chain. Yeah, it's the same chain, just a different color. And then this is pants. Yeah, I'll keep the leather. So this is the 2. Let's see. Pants and shirt. I don't know about these pants. I'll keep the leather jacket. I don't know about these pants. They look like officer pants. That's why I'm kinda... And they make my butt look fat. No, I'm not keeping it. Okay, so I went through that bag. Now I have a lot of room in that bag. I can make a few bandages, but for the most part, I'm gonna have to end up throwing these on the ground. I'm gonna try to wait till there's another, female player around. That way I can probably just, throw it and they can go pick it up if they want it all. I remember when they announced when we had the Civ meeting, when they announced the server, they said we could find clothes in garbage cans, but I've never found any clothes in a garbage can. I don't know if I'd want to wear them, but you never know, they might be decent. Sorry. Well, I gotta get, I'm gonna start looking at tattoos for Sierra. Every time she does something, he gets away, I'm gonna get a tattoo, so... when she escapes the prison break warrant, she's gonna get a full back tattoo for it. And then, eventually, I'm just gonna be tatted all over. Hopefully. In real life, I'm not a fan of tattoos. If you have them, and you love them, great for you. But for me, myself, no, it looks like it would hurt. My partner has like 8. There's a couple of outfits I need to make a change to. And while I'm waiting for my alarm to go off, I'm gonna do them right here. I think the lawyer outfit is one of them. I think this one is one of them. Let's see. No, this one has them. Some of the outfits don't have my hearing aids, and now, since there was someone impersonating me, I told them that all my outfits have the hearing aids. So I probably shouldn't be saying this, because now whoever's impersonating me can get them. But, I don't need the farming, but maybe it's this outfit that doesn't? No, I know one of my lawyering outfits didn't have them. This one doesn't have them. So let's quickly throw them on. Ear accessory. I think it's 23 or 22. Nope, 23. No. 24? No, 20. Oh, it is 22. Okay. And then the green ones right there. So that is earring, eye. Take the outfit bag, put it in here, put it back on. And there we go. Okay. That's really the only outfit that I needed to add them to, but I had to make sure that way in case the person wants to impersonate me again. They might not watch, they might, I don't know. But I've been told that they know how to tell the difference between the person impersonating me. And what it really comes down to is eye color. Arya has green eyes. So if they don't have green, not like, like supernatural radioactive green. So if they don't have that eye color, then it's not me. There's no contact lenses or anything. So they can't change their eye color. And if they didn't make the character to impersonate me, then I doubt anyone. I went out of my way to have these green eyes. I wish I could show them. I wish you could see it close up. Again, kind of there, but the sun is shining. You know what? Let me see if there's a way I can do this. Yep, see? She has the green eyes. So if they don't have those green eyes, then it's not. And the way you do that without zooming in the camera like that is you go to your camera and you just zoom into someone's face. You can get a really close-up picture. But yeah, they said they know who it is. They know. And if they do it again, I'm suing them. Yeah, my dress is dragging. I thought so. Okay. I'm checking the alarm. Like everybody who's in here, I have to leave Redline for 15 minutes, but I'm gonna come right back to it. There's something in another game. It's one of those live action services where the clock's running even when you're not in the game. And I have to go feed one of my animals. Otherwise, I lose a big bonus on him. But I'm gonna swap over to that game in about probably 10 minutes. And then do that and then come right back to Redline. You just have to bear with me. I might show a house. I'm lying. I might show a house I built. But when I load into that server, I'm at that house. So it's not like I have to fly or go far. I'm literally at that house. And it's weird looking now. It's not finished completely. Hopefully very soon it will be. I need to add a few touches to it. And the inside needs to be massively done. I haven't really done... I put down the workbenches, but nothing else. So I have to really work on that. I have to unlock the blueprints in that game. It's Ark Survival Ascended. I have to get the tech implant and tech blueprints. And the only way to get them is to beat the boss. And I'm not quite there yet. Close. I'll probably just piggyback on with someone else who's doing it. Ask them if I could tag along. Because my neighbors, they did the boss fight 4 times yesterday. So I'll probably be like, hey, can I I won't even bring a dinosaur. I'll just be on foot in armor with a bunch of health potions. That way I can just, if they come after me, I'll put myself on a hill. And have a sturdy weapon, like an assault rifle with a ton of bullets. Because all I had to do is wait for their dragons to beat the boss. And that didn't take them very long when they were doing it yesterday. I was hoping those people were still at Legion. I'd come talk to them for a few minutes. Alright, let's see. I'm waiting for police. I need a command level police officer. Scorched Earth, Michael. Or not Michael, David. Scorched Earth, the dragon. I mean, technically I need the ones from, I can't even think right now. My mind is gone. But yeah, my scorched earth, and then technically I need the ones from the center as well. But that's for another person who's on the center. But when I go to the center, I played the game for a while, and we left for like a year. But one person has been going every week, refreshing our island and aberration. And then they stopped doing Scorched Earth. But I got on just in time because it had like, somebody was waiting. Literally when I got there, somebody was waiting for the rest of the stuff to expire so they could take our stuff. So I've rebuilt it. The Manticore? Yeah, you're right, it is. I'm thinking of the island as the dragon. But I need to beat that boss to get the, Indram. I need the tech storage. He knows what I'm talking about. He played it, obviously. I need the tech storage. Because that's a game changer. Because right now I'm using bolts, and he knows if you've ever played Ark and you don't have the tech storage using bolts, it gets quite expensive to make them. But I'm raising one, and I'm raising a pyromane on the island, and I need to get the imprint bonus. It's kind of why I'm hanging around the garages. Oh my lord, I have an idea, everyone. I have an idea. I could do it before I gotta go. It would make somebody incredibly mad. Well, you know what? Not incredibly mad, but they definitely would be like, it would bother them every time they saw it. Hello.
Ooh. Hello.
What are y'all coming to buy? Damn,
They're trying to
everybody
find
showed
out
up.
a car that they're looking for.
What is it?
Max is doing some investigate. They don't know. Max is doing some investigating. They're trying to
Oh.
Leo knows a car. Well, Leo's worked in a car and stuff has happened pretty much. So
Ah,
they're
okay,
just
so
trying
it
to
is
find out
one
which car it
someone
was.
can buy. The
Maybe.
car I want is not in the city.
Oh, what do you want?
The Devastate. I had it last year, but I don't have it. I know
The
it's
car,
not in. They didn't.
the car
didn't
that
bring it back.
the car that I want the most is Joey's car.
Ah, you know what's
The-
funny? That's the
the
car I was.
R35.
That was the car I was coming to look at.
Oh,
No, I'm not buying it. I just want to. You see my Panto out there? Did you see it?
yeah, I did see your Panto.
Anything look different on it?
What doesn't? The wheels?
Yeah, I want to do that to that car he has.
Right. Oh,
Just to
hello,
see
you
his
found-
face.
oh, it's still not out yet.
Did you find it?
Find what?
They're looking for a car. He said.
Just something. Yeah.
Do you have your plushie?
Yes.
I need yours. I have mine, but I don't have yours.
You have a plushie?
Yeah, I have one.
Damn. It reminds me, I'll have to burn it if I find it. I'm joking.
If you find it, keep it. It's gonna be the most expensive one in the set.
I need to get 400k.
No,
now.
mine's the
I
most
want
sought after.
I want the kawaii. I want the
Actually,
kawaii.
I might. You probably. Hello, sir.
Everyone I
Yep.
ask who has mine, I ask to buy it. He says, no, I want to keep it.
Well, we're trying to make the set. That's why no one has like a lot of extras at the moment. Because nobody has mine either. Like only 2 people I know have mine.
For mine, and it was fucking over the moon, and I'm collecting the cars.
Yeah, we gave like the only one I know who got
I need
it.
to get 144k.
Rodney got Riley's yesterday because somebody opened a box in front of him and got her.
Oh shit.
Yep,
No.
but Rodney
Means I
has a
need to get
plush.
all of that.
Riley has a plush.
Oh, he's back.
CJ
Found
has a
it?
plush.
You find it?
But I know the only 2 I don't have that I know are you and Gingy.
Good. I'll pay to make sure that.
All right,
Look
gentlemen,
at
y'all
one
have a
of
nice
the-
day.
Enjoy.
Look like one of those ship box.
But if I bought, where is it? This car right here, Joey, the one he has, and then changed the wheels up, he would lose his mind when he saw it. Text riders can be. I don't know any of that. I know I left
want the
when Aberration came
What's
out.
that, Miata?
Like, I have a Reaper King. It's one of my favorite things. But anything after Aberration, like just today. Today, the Lost Colony expansion went on sale, so I got it. So now I have access to all that. But I had to wait for it to go on sale. But, yep, I'm looking to make the tech boxes, and when I can do that, I have a way to put them up that works really well. But I need to unlock the blueprint. I don't really care about any of the other stuff. I have, like, a couple of thousand elemental dust. Somebody else had dropped them off to us. I don't know if I can use those. I don't know. I don't even think I have the tech fabricator, though. That's going to be another issue. But I don't know if I buy them from people, if I can put them down. I think I need to be able to use them. Like, make them to use them. I'm not sure. It has been a year since I played, so... Alright, everyone, let me put this car up. Like I said, I'm gonna be on there for a few minutes. I'm not gonna be on there for long. I understand if people want to go. You know, if you don't want to see the arc, you know, stand up, go to the bathroom, stretch a little bit. But, I'm like I said, I'm not staying on there. I'm just going in there to imprint, and then I'm leaving. So let me get out of here. I'll be right back. And I'm trying to get this done this weekend. That way I don't have to wait 2 or 3 days. I'll get it while it's double. You can make element at the obelisk, but I don't, yeah, but I won't have an access to element though. Cause I'm gonna go with someone, the boss, but I'm not gonna be the one beating the boss. An element doesn't transfer from world to world, I don't think. I guess the fabricator would transfer though. I could make the fabricator on the island and send it to the Scorched Earth. I don't know. I don't know if that works like that. My PlayStation character, the character I originally played at, the PlayStation, had everything. Like, that's why we stopped playing, because we had no reason to. We could go to any boss and just annihilate it. Oh, I'd pause the background music. Alright. Alright, hold on. Hey, what's going on? Okay, oh, I got it. I got it. I am trying to... No, this is where I need to be. Yep, my alarm's going off, so I got just the right time. Elemental dust transfers. Okay. This is my baby kitty. And he wants care in 6 minutes, so I got time. I do have to do something. I have 6 minutes. I have to, there we go. Come on. I don't have kibble. It's at our other base, so... I don't have the ability to transfer it, like teleport, because I need the engrams again. So I have to fly. Oh, by the way, this is my friend's dragon. This was her dragon that I'm flying. Mine got killed, I guess. It's no longer in the world. There we go. I got it. It helps with performance. Mine, we don't know what happened to it. After a year, I came back and it's gone, but hers was still here. So I'm flying her dragon. It's called a wyvern, but I call it a dragon. No. Feel involved, David. Hello, Reckless. I see your comment. But, get involved. Like I said, I'm not gonna be on this for long. I'm just gonna go grab, I don't know what kibble they're gonna need, so I'll probably grab one of each. Yeah, this game does lag. Sorry. But yeah, this is her dragon. I told everyone that I'd be taking it. No one had a problem with it. Is it this? Is it this one or is it the one over? It's the second one, okay. No, it's this one. It's this one. No, it's not. I don't know. I'm all turned around. No, because there's that drop, so it's gonna be right over here. Yep, okay, it's right there. Where the dragon's head is pointing, that's where I'm going. I know you can't see anything yet, but me and my friend built this base as well. You can start seeing it now, load in. We built this base as well. And we built a platform. That's how you fight the bosses. You use that obelisk in the middle. I'm not sure which is which. He's not gonna want biotox. He's not gonna want beer. He's not gonna want this stuff. I know they have kibble here. I've seen it. Ah, here we go. I'm only gonna take one. Okay, he's got a good spoil timer on it.
Survive this, user.
I would say there's more kibble than this. Those are 8. These are the tech boxes I was talking about. These are what I need on the other map that I don't have here. Because everything has weight, so if you want 200,000 of something, it's gonna weigh so much. But with these, you can hold unlimited amount. Well, I don't think unlimited, but I know a lot. What else could this thing do? Oh, me and my friend wrote this note a year ago, too. Do not craft a tinkerer's bench. It is horrible. It is. It really is horrible. If they fixed it since, I don't know. Okay. And it should be time. When I go back there, it should be time to feed him. Hopefully all he wants to do is, like, cuddle or take a walk. Those are easy. But if he wants, like, prime fish meat or something like that, then I'm gonna have to get it. I could probably get it pretty quick, though, with my berry. There's terms for everything in the world. Berry is a baryonyx. It's a, amphibious dinosaur, but it shines. It's like a really good dinosaur. And I know people who play the game are gonna be like, oh, Bacillo or Mosa, but for what I need, Barry would get it done. Yep, I have, my friend's dragon, her murder chicken, and her pet kitty. And for those of you who are new and haven't seen it, me and my friend built this. And it always gets a thumbs up. It'll load in a few seconds. Not the spiral. The spiral's neat too. She built that. I'm a little north of it. Okay, should be loading in a few seconds. You'll see a spiral. Yep, right here. I'm gonna slow down, let it all load in. See, it's loading in. Uh-oh. We built this together. She saw it. She was looking up 8-bit pixel things and saw these and said, you know what? I could build that in Arc. And we did. And now I have that theme song stuck in my head for the rest of the day. It is a fun game if you can get past the, like, constant having to be online. If you go into a PvE where you don't have to, it is a fun game. But if you're gonna be like player versus player, It's one of those where you like have to be online all the time. And I don't care for games like that. Alright, see, he wants care. Oh, it's not my cat. I can't give it care. That sucks. So it wants care from the original person. Well, I'll put these up and we'll go back to Redline then. Or I'll show you my house. I'll show you my house. Would you like to see my house? Ah, well, so I'll just leave it out. Let me make sure it's got enough food to last for another few hours. It should. I don't know, I thought I had birthed that one. Yeah, it's got plenty of food. Oh yeah, it's got plenty of food. It should last. Alright, give me one more second. Alright, this one's gonna be real quick. The house tour is gonna be real quick. Let it all load in. I've never had this problem. Okay, I was about to say, I've never had that problem before getting out. Alright, it's not finished, but I wanted to build around a waterfall. It's not done, but I wanted it to be semi-modern. I need to remove those railings on the top. You can't get up there anymore. But I have a funnel for the water, and then it's going through the middle of this. Eventually, I kind of want to build around that. But it's not done. The interior needs to be done a lot. But, and I might bring this part out to, like, right here. Right where it goes over the water. I'm not sure. But I like how, if you look, the water goes through the house. Perfectly through it. And that's kind of what I wanted. And this is pretty princess. Also, my friend's dragon on this world. So I guess it has a problem when it opens outward. But yeah, I got the water. I want to build, I might connect the two. Like I did this. I might make this and take that stairway out and make another path like this, but I have that big machine over there. Oh, shoot. I am sorry. You're right. Hold on. Let me, I am dumb. I never said I was smart, y'all. I just said I was happy all the time. Okay. Let me get, yep. My dragon's name is Pretty Princess. It is my friend's dragon. Let me get across the way again to where I can show y'all. Yep, there's a waterfall going through the house. Okay. Sorry, it's my dad. This is my dragon. Pretty Princess. And this is the house. I have the waterfall cutting through the middle. And then it funnels down through there. And like I said, this side I want to build probably out to here. And put another walkway, but this machine is in the way. It's not done by far. Still had a lot of work to do on it. But that's this one. And we're gonna go back inside. Put you up. But I saw it and I wanted to do something. And it's based off of a modern house in California. It's like a B&B type thing. That cuts, the house was built around the waterfall. But see here, I need the storage boxes, because all this stuff, I can save a lot of room. There's a heat wave going on, so I need to stay close to the air conditioners. If it wasn't for this big machine... Okay, I thought it was turned on. I can make another walkway. But yep, that's this house, and I'm going to build another house, but for now, we are going back to Redline. There is now 19, with me it'll be 20 people in Redline. I have to fix that house up. There's more stuff I want to do to it. That's just a basic, bare bones house. I might make plenty of pathways between the two. I might make it shorter. But there's a house in California that does like rentals. And the house was built around in a similar style. Similar. There's a lot of decorations I still need to do to make it like really good. Okay, there we go. I am loading back in now. I lost a few people, I see, but you know what? It is what it is. I don't live and die by how many people are watching. I'm glad if I have one person watching. And as I'm the only one streaming right now, I know they didn't go to other people. Alright, I need to delete this alarm, because I don't need it no more. Oh, don't show again. This alarm can be deleted. I don't need it. Okay. Network connection failed, so let's try this again. It happens sometimes. While we're loading in, I know I told everyone else to do it, but I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna go get some water. I will be right back. All right, we are back. Is she still in there? I haven't even been. I should go in and change the outfit and all that, but I got a lot to do with Arya still. I still have to wait for Kelly. I still have to. Bucket's gonna want. I have nothing to tell Bucket. Any missed calls? Nope. All right. Let me go sign back into my job. Any police in the city yet? Nope. Just ambulance. Oh, and I can't ask the person that the cat belongs to because I never see them anymore. Like, I don't even know if they're still in logging in. So that one, I'll probably breed that one with one I have, and then that'll be my baby. And then I can raise that one up and do it all. If you have a team of those little murder kitties, you can pretty much destroy any boss in the game with them. Especially if you level them up right, they are beasts. Okay. All right, there we go. Back on duty. Okay. So, some of you, I don't know if y'all are tuning in a little late or y'all might have been here from the beginning. I'm looking to talk to Kelly, who the streamer is Brit herself. I watched the body cam footage of the incident that she's suing over Ralph and Buju. And in my opinion, Buju's gonna win this. Like, I watched the footage so much. Looking for everything. And the really damning thing that is really gonna hammer it home is that the officer who Ralph downed exonerated Buju before he went to get his statement. I'm gonna even use that in court and be like, even this officer said that he was fine, that he did what he needed to do. You know, now y'all want to take him in only after Franks has said he doesn't want to be bothered with it anymore. Then you want to take him in. You know, no, the officer on the scene who was the initial part of it should have the final say. I get that Franks probably outranks him, but Franks wasn't there. And looking at the body cam, it's clear that he did not shoot They did not shoot Ralph in the back. So if Buju loses, like I said, it's preferential treatment. Because the way the law is written, the stand your ground rule affects this. The stand your ground rule is in effect, and it was followed. The only damning thing, like I keep saying, is Buju did not give a warning before he opened fire. If he would have said, hey, leave him alone, or anything, instead of just take the gun out and instantly shoot. That I will concede 100% upon. No issues with that at all. But, yeah, I got a notepad full of the stuff to talk about. Oh, somebody just popped on. One of the people are here who can control time. I know, Murphy was supposed to be in this morning. I don't know if it's him, but the rumor I heard yesterday is Murphy was supposed to be in the city today. Like I said, I don't know if that's true or not. It could be any one of the admins changing time. I don't think it would be Ralph, though. Ralph doesn't particularly care for changing the time. I'm trying to do two things at once. Nope, okay. But, Ralph doesn't particularly care to change the time. In fact, he kind of likes the night when he's robbing and doing stuff, because it makes him harder to catch him. It might be a content video someone's filming. It might just be they wanted it to be daytime. Yeah, just stick close to the wall because this bridge does not like this car. Does not like this car. And, yeah. Hmm. Hi, Britt. See, talk about her and she appears. Sad part is, I might not be in the city till this afternoon to talk to her. Alright, so we've been up here already, but I do need to go pick some stuff up. I need water, I need 800 water, 800 wheat. I said I would do it later, and it's later. Good movie, though. Yep. Idiocracy. I love Idiocracy. I'm actually supposed to be in. I'm supposed to actually be getting out of prison today. You're in the wrong line, stupid. I wish that worked here. That would be one of the most funniest skits you'll see. Now, see, it told me yesterday that I had over half a tank of gas in this on my dashboard. And now here it's saying I'm almost empty. That man didn't even flinch. Truck barreling down on him. Bump. That trucker? Yep, that's a trucker. No. Yeah, that's a trucker. Yep, that's a trucker. I was gonna say, it might be a local, but no, 100% that's a trucker. It might be doing fuel run. Might be doing a truck run. Plants crave Rondo. It's what plants crave. Yeah, I like that movie too. I watched a lot of movies growing up. All right. Checking ahead of me. So we gotta get water. We get the 800 water, then we gotta go get the wheat plant. Oh, did he make a misturn? Oh no, that's a fuel run. I think the other one was a trucker, but I think that's an actual fuel run. Good afternoon, Mohammed. Hello, everyone. Okay, so we gotta get the water and the wheat plant and then turn all that into yeast. So we're gonna go get the water, then we're gonna go get the wheat, and then I'm gonna start that process up again. And we'll have to wait. I won't have to wait, of course, but... And plus, I have nothing, I don't have any glass to make any bottles with anyway. And if Harry's not gonna be in the city for a few days, then... I really don't see the point in doing it. Somebody's gonna figure out an easy way to make bottles, and they're gonna become a millionaire from the farmers. I don't think there is an easy way. I think I'm doing it the easiest way. And it's still taking me, it seems, forever. I would love to see a big rig like this try to turn around right at the entrance to a city on a freeway. I don't know how well that would go, especially in California. I mean, it has to have happened, but... Hello, kitty. Okay, my condition's good. But my gas says it's low. Now watch, I'll go back to the dashboard at the farm, and it'll tell me I have a half tank of gas. I'll go pick up the wheat, and it'll have half tank of gas. It's like it's almost like it's random how much gas I have in it. Like now I'm in the yellow. But I swear, if I go back this morning when I first checked, my gas was like either half or 3/4 full. I'm fine, thank you. Trying to do 3 things at once. I'm singing my song, that's why you're not hearing me talking. Alright, water is gotten. Okay, so, alright. I'm gonna do a shortcut. I shouldn't, but I can control it. I just have to apply the brake. Okay, I'm doing good actually. It might not look like I'm doing good, but I am really doing good. And we're gonna take this turn, sharp turn right here. Sharp turn right here and go off this. And back on the road. And that's probably why my truck is in this condition, because I get wheat and water more than anything else. Get out of my way. I'm low on gas, and it stopped me. Of course it would stop me. Ooh, the fog's coming in. Ooh, it's a heavy fog. Alright, so I need a command officer today. If I don't find one today, then we have a problem. Let me just say that. Because if they're not coming in the city, then I'm going to have to make a DOJ complaint being like, I'm trying to subpoena evidence, but no command officer's coming in. I can give it to any officer, but what happens if days go by and all of a sudden I don't have my evidence and that officer's like, oh, I didn't know I had to give it to him. And the evidence is gone. You know? That's why I need a command officer. I did everything the way it was told to me in the legislation. All I have left to do for Bucket's case is hand the subpoena in to the police. But like I said, there haven't been... Yesterday, there were no command officers all day. I kept checking back in. I kept coming back in and out, in and out. That's why I was hoping earlier the guy with the green rag on his face in Legion was Tibbs. That way I could at least be like, hey, you know, I'm just waiting for a command officer to give subpoena evidence. That way he knows that later on in the day I could come to him and be like, hey, I have subpoena. It's not just, you know, hey, I need you to come log in for this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just be like, hey, you know, Dan, come in, or Fox, come in for a few seconds, take this evidence, and then you can go about your day. I don't want to do that. Cactus. Give me some cactus sap. Yep, okay, I'm gonna make it back to my farm with the gas. I need to go check the dashboard, though, to see what it says my gas looks like, because I just lost half a tank of gas. For no reason. Alright, that has been something like that ever since I filled up my gas outside. Like, I filled up at Eddie's gas station one time, and ever since I did that, whenever I take the truck out the farm, the gas is questionable. I don't know why, but it is. Alright, so that's 800 water. And the restaurants can't be like, oh, we can't get ingredients, because they can buy ingredients. Okay, so this is not where I wanted to go. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is, because I have wheat plant over here. I don't need to get all the wheat plant. I need to get 800 minus 300. So I only need 500 to have even. I want it to be even. I don't want it to be odd. So I just need 500 wheat. That's not nice. I'd love to put that much in there, but I don't have that much. 1,000. We can start making the powder, because that just requires the wheat plant. Turn the water pump station back on. See, now it says it's out of gas. Okay, so we're going to refuel it. Okay, so now it should have full gas. Eastbound, down, burning up and trucking. Yep. Transfer 500 of this. I thought about it. I could go full-on farming and still have my alcohol production. Like, I can go full-on... Did I bring a vehicle here? I must have brought a vehicle here, now it's on. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm skateboarding back to, wherever it was I was going to. But, okay. That whole ride, I don't think I had my seatbelt on. You get the water. I don't remember putting it on. Now I want to wash Smokey and the Bandit. Yep. Don't wash the third one. I've never seen it, but I've heard bad things. I think that's the one they did without Burt Reynolds. I think it was just the truck driver. I watched that movie last year sometime. I forgot. It was on YouTube, actually. It was free to watch on YouTube. So I was like, okay, I'll put it on. And I think I was doing something else, though. I was probably farming. All right, so. Yeah, see, look, I just filled up the gas, right? Everyone saw me refuel. Now, look, it's at half tank. So I don't know what's going on with the gas in my truck. It might have to be reset. What did Trevor say? Hold on. I turned all those things off, so he must have done something. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's still bad. It's not gonna let you say that. Classic Dukes of Hazzard. Well, them Duke boys are in a world of trouble now. What was their car called? I don't remember. Oh, hold on. Am I not live? Hold on. No, I'm live. Why? Oh, my thing got paused. Okay. My viewing, like, I have a YouTube open to see what I'm doing, and it's paused again for some reason. It got paused. So I thought I was still on the, let me go here, do this, catch up. Okay. I should be good now. That way I can see what's going on. I can see, like, if I'm having errors, if it's slow. They did do changes, General Lee, that's right. They did do changes to this truck. It turns, the turning is a lot. It's not as good as it was. But for a truck this size, it shouldn't turn like it did. Like, it turned amazingly. This truck should have to take a wider turn. So once again, I'm not mad at the changes they did. They made the truck, and people would say they made it worse, but in my opinion, they made it more realistic. People, oh, it used to turn so good. Now they'd be like, I'm like, well, that big truck shouldn't turn that good at 60 miles an hour. You should be flipping over. Trying to take a 90-degree turn at 70 in a big truck like this. You gotta look at the good things, okay? Whenever they change something, I try to look at the good things they've added. And not just focus on the negatives, because you can't do that. Like in real life, you have to focus on the, you have to focus on the positives. Otherwise, what's the point of living? If all you do is focus on the negative, if all you do is live your life mad at something, what's the point? You gotta grab those bits of happiness you get and hold on to them. God, I should be a life coach. I did not want to live someone else's life for them. And that's what that is. Someone trying to help them live a better life, but at the end of the day, you know, they're going to end up wanting you to run their life. And it's like, no, I can't make those decisions. I tried sneaking through there. Because of the fog, I don't know if I made it. I know I'd run over some barriers. I'm about to hit this car. I knew there was no way. Yep. I was like, don't tell me I came the wrong way. Because I was paying more attention to something else. Daisy Duke. Yep. Oh. Thank God I had my seatbelt on. That would have been bad. She had a whole pants named after her. A whole design of pants named after her. Daisy Duke. Was Boss Hall Dukes of Hazzard or Smokey and the Bandit? I'm not sure. They might not have been either of them. It might have been something completely different. But I remember one TV show had a cop named Boss Hogg. Uncle Jesse. Ooh. There we go. Alright. Pick up this week. Now let's get it home. Right back the same way we came. Like, if they could change one thing about farming, it would be to let me pick up all the items I can collect there in one run. As long as it doesn't go over the 800 limit. Like, if I wanted to pick up 500 wheat, 300 potatoes, I could pick them all up at once instead of having to make 2 trips. But, you know, my whole thought of that is that I'm getting them from 2 separate farms. And that's just the point that we meet at. So, you know, that's how I'd figure it. That's how I tell myself anyway. Why I gotta make multiple trips. Is, you know, I'm buying from a potato farm and I'm buying from a wheat farm. And they're meeting me there and they're not gonna be able to meet me at the same time. He's the rich mayor, I think? Okay. Look, there's been days where old TV shows have been all we've talked about in chat. Wrestling's all we've talked about in chat. I'm starting to like wrestling again. Like, I liked it for like 19 to 23. And then I started being able to predict the storylines again. But now I'm coming back. They have the new female wrestler division. They have a bunch of people I like. I still probably, Rhea Ripley probably still be my favorite, but they have a bunch of new up-and-comers that look really good. NXT has a woman who has blonde hair that looks just like China. Like, very similar to China, but she has blonde hair. And I think her and Jade Cargill are going to be a good match to go against. I think Jordan Grace is a phenomenal wrestler. I want Joe Hendry to come to WWE. I just like his energy. He's always smiling. I like people who always smile. I rewatched the 6 Feet Under with Mark Henry, both of them. He's just hilarious. Like, when he was wrestling, I wasn't old enough to, like, you know, I mean, I was, but it's like Mark Henry was a big dude who didn't really talk that much. But you get him on these podcasts, and he's funny as can be. Just the stories they have. Alright, sorry, Infernus. Oh no, you're gonna be spared. Yep. You're not, though, my guy. Sorry. You're not to get sandwiched in the wall. Yep, Joey is in NXT, I know, I hope, but he's in his 30s now. I mean, he's been wrestling for a while. They do have a shelf life. And I know he challenged Randy Orton and he was in the Royal Rumble, but I like his theme song too. It's catchy. It's sad that if you have a good theme song, I'll immediately like you. Even if you could be like a bad wrestler, if you have a good theme song, I can, you know, at least give you a shot. That's why you hear my background music. That's probably why Rhea's my favorite. Because I love her background. I love, This Is My Brutality. Or it's called The Demon in Your Dreams. That's the name of the song. But I just that song. Yeah, no, Jordan Grace was in like 4 Royal Rumbles so far. Alright, do I need to get anything else? I don't... Technically, I could get 800 red grapes, but I don't need them. No, I think I'll pass on the red grapes. What car did I bring up here? I know I didn't walk up here. But I brought... No, I don't even remember. I brought a Panto. That's right. I did bring the Panto, because I had to drive across that bridge. Alright. So let's go start. The yeast should be able to be started now, too. I still got on Attitude Era soundtrack, yeah. I think the Stone Cold theme when Disturbed, or I don't know if that was the band that took on for it, but I do like that version of his theme. I think it was Disturbed. I'm not sure. I know there's some people in chat being like, wrestling. You know, it's got its fans. Okay, so I need at least 50 of each wine, in case French needs them for his restaurant. This is mainly gonna be for Echo, but I have somebody else who wanted beer, but I have never heard from them again. Yeah, I got enough wheat powder that I can start the yeast machine. So... 800 and 800. Yep, so I'll have 800 yeast. I'll actually have a lot more. I can pull this out. And that way, when it starts making it, I'll know exactly when it's going to be done. And what I'll do is, I'll drop 300 in here, and then I'll drop 67 in here in case I need to make some cheese later. Okay, or bread, depending on if anybody calls. But the restaurants haven't been open. I think it's come to the fact that they are just, they're doing what I said they were gonna do. They're just buying from the local. Because the local is always there. They have to pay a little more, but it's easier. It's like right there. And that was my fear about having those locals. Is that eventually they're not going to come to the farm. They're just going to be like, just go to the local and get it. Okay, so I need to actually send Bob his bill. I should have did it yesterday, but I forgot. So we're going to do a little bit of addition here. Get my handy dandy calculator. 370 plus 170 plus 90 times, oh, I did something wrong. 90 plus 170 plus 370 equals times 15 gives me $9,450. So where is Bob? Bob. I'm just say 95. Yeah, see, that last bill was $34.60. Now this bill is $940.50. They got a lot more. And I can, well, you know what? Since Bob hasn't been in the city, I know the taxes. But they write down everything they get, but I keep it just to make sure. Like, I'll keep it for a few days now, just to make sure that they get it all, to help them out. I can pretty much take Rex's off, though. Rex's isn't going to need me for anything anymore. They get, the farm. They put my money in the farm. The locals should be a lot more expensive to promote farmers. Yeah. Honestly, I think it should be like $50 for each item. And if we're selling it for 15 or 20, we'd probably go up to 20, 25 maybe. But it still would be a lot less. My trade market hasn't moved. I don't expect any of this to sell. Maybe this if somebody wants to make beer. Then I can see. But onions, I don't expect to sell at all. Alright, so. What happened there? Give me 1 second, chat. I gotta go check something. Okay, I'm back. Or let farmers drop off local stores at any hour, sell local prices. Yeah, we had that. They had that. They had an export feature, but it could be abused very badly. So they took it out. Like I'm talking about, you could buy an item for 50 cents and then sell that item for, I think, $3, which isn't a lot. But if somebody just was to constantly do that, it's a never-ending loop that they could have just kept on exploiting. Like, it would take them a long time to make any kind of money doing that, but say, like, right now, say that's all I did. I just go buy the item for 50 cents and then resell it for $3, 800 of them. I'd bail out on the street, but I don't bail out on a dirt road. I get the skateboard physics now, but I seem to crash more when I'm on a flat surface. And it seems like I don't crash at all when I'm when I'm rolling through the dirt. I don't they said they made it like worse off-road, but for me, it's been better off-road than it's been on-road. Like right now, why am I not crashing? I'm running into rocks, I'm running into dirt. But let me get on a paved road and I'll faceplant. I wish I could stop the camera shake. I don't like that this sits and does this. It didn't do that before, and it really bugs me that it does it now. It really annoys me that it does that. Like, why am I not crashing right here? You know? Watch, I'll get on the road, and I'll hit this road like within 5 seconds. Okay, it proved me wrong. I'm glad it proved me wrong. I'm glad it proved me wrong. Oh! That's a trucker, by the way. That is not a local. That's a trucker. I was like, wait a minute. All of a sudden, I see a truck come out the woods. Deer Hunter, Part 32, the truck monster. Okay, let's see. It was the Panto, so I'd have to, return and drive. Yep, it was the one. He's just back there behind that tree, behind that house. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, but we had an export feature, but it could really be, and then busted again, is there was an item like you could buy for $2 and sell for $5. So, you know, you'd make $3 off every one, but let's say I sold 800 of them at $3. That's $2,400. So if I did 10 runs a day, times 10, that's 24,000. Now, like I said, it doesn't seem like a lot. But then let's times that 24,000 a day times 90 days, which it's been. That's 2.1 million off of something that shouldn't be there. It would take a long time, but there are people who would do it. There are people who would do it. So I get why they took that out. My farm is the only farm in the game that has money earned on the dashboard. No one else. One day I asked everyone. I'm the oldest farm in the city. I'm definitely not the most powerful. I might be. I don't know. But I don't think that when I think farms. I don't think of like power level. Damn it, he bought barrels. I told him I had 2 to sell to him. Right, I need to find a person to give a bunch of clothes to. I could make rags, but I already have a lot of rags. You know, I have like 30 or 40 rags spread out over 3 cars. I used to that's what I did with my clothes. When I took them off, I'd make them into rags, and then I just wouldn't use the rags. And now it's like I'm at 81 health. I don't need a rag. I mean, 81's not bad. I need a police officer, a command. I want Box, Bailey, Dan, or Harry. Those are the 4. I'm not really looking for Harry, but if he's in the city. Because all I'm doing is giving him a piece of paper. I'm not asking him to, like, have a long interaction. I just be like, here's a subpoena for evidence. That's it. Now, I can't give it to Franks because it involves Franks. All he would have to do is destroy it. I mean, granted, he would be caught with tampering with evidence, destruction of government evidence, all that, but he could say, oh, I never got it. And if I'm not streaming at the time, then how would I prove it? It is what it is. They'll be in eventually. And Frank streams, so more than likely, the incident in question is like he did stream it. More than likely. Officer Frank's YouTube name is Maljinko. Go like and subscribe his videos if you're not already. I've collected all the Redline streamers, I think. I don't know if I have every one of them. Current Redline streamers. I think I have all. You know what? I'm gonna put this up. It's almost out of gas. I don't want to run out of gas. I'll drive the other one. Yeah, this car is not like this garage. You can definitely see my dress with this one. Let's go back to the flushy outfit.
Right there.
All right. I didn't know he streamed off. Yeah, Maljinko. He might not stream. I don't know. I have a body cam of his, like, it's a 5-hour body cam, but I think it's a stream. I really do. Like, my mind is not working right now. Y'all have me wondering now. Let's see, I'm gonna look up the subscribers. Let's see. No, he might not. Hold on, past live streams. Live. Streamed a month ago, 5, yeah, he doesn't. That might be it, he might not stream anymore. But I know he did. So I might need, this is gonna be interesting, he might not have that body. If he doesn't have that body cam, then I don't know what we're gonna do. Because my argument's gonna be that, look, the legislation says submitted to DOJ. It does not say submitted to the police. And then the case was handed to me 6 days after the incident. So, You know, it's gonna be an interesting thing because we need that body cam. And actually, I don't know if we would need the evidence. I mean, I think Franks would tell him, you know, look, this is what happened. I think Bucket and Franks should do it out of court settlement anyway. Honestly, I don't think it should go to court. But me and Franks is not gonna like the amount that we ask for, though. Like I said, I'm starting, and the lowest I would take is $250,000. Because you downed this gentleman, then you sent him to maximum security prison, and it's false arrest, false detainment. And that, in my opinion, is the worst charge of all, because it happened to me. So yeah, false imprisonment is one I'm gonna fight, because it happened to me. It was unjustly happened to me. So anyone else who gets it, I'm gonna fight hard for them. Because we all know if an issue affects you, you fight harder for that issue. That's just how it is. No one at the restaurant? I was hoping maybe they were in there doing something. Alright, so. Yeah, the roads don't like the roads, I guess sometimes. My explanation is why you keep seeing it stutter in the car. I tell people magnets are holding the wheels, and I tell people there's iron pipes under the road, and the magnets are trying to stick to it. But the roads just don't, it doesn't like that I've done this to this car. I don't know that it alters the car, though. Like, I don't know if it actually makes it easier to drive or worse to drive, or it should just be cosmetic. I don't know. I'm not, like, see, look, it's bouncing right here. But, you know, if Franks wants to start streaming again, he should. If I didn't have patient confidentiality, then I would definitely stream any single second I was in Redline. But a lot of times in the afternoon, y'all see me, and then all of a sudden I'll run away, or my cows got out or something. A lot of times just I have to get up and leave. I have to go do something. So I don't want to be constantly, you know, 5 minutes streaming, 10 minutes away. Yes, they did send him to maximum security. That's one of the problems. Is that it was a misdemeanor crime that he got sent to maximum security for, which honestly, there is no difference. It just depends on where you spawn in the prison. That's all the maximum, minimum, anything like that does. It just is how, it's where you, it's what cell block you're starting. Like, if the cell block's right here, that's minimum. This is regular, and this is maximum. It only just really depends, I believe. I don't know this for fact, I'm not a police officer. But I believe it only depends on where you get sent to the prison. Oh, hey.
Oh, what's up?
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Well, here I am.
Well, I don't know if we want to talk right here. You want to go in the alleyway behind the back?
Sure.
Good, y'all get to hear this. I was hoping Britt would come into the city and I could talk so y'all can hear. Okay, so I watched all of the evidence. And I have some thoughts. Give me a second to pull my notes out.
I was just going
Okay.
to fill up my gas station, but that's no hurry.
Okay, well, I watched the video. In cells, Ralph said he apologized after he hit Buju, which we all know that's the universal wrong muscle flex, right? Well, I watched the video. He did not apologize. He kept on antagonizing the office. So
I'm gonna be honest. I only watched the part pertaining to the actual assault and everything because I didn't know if it would considered be tainting my judgment if I seen what happened privately between them in the cells later on.
Well, I watched what was provided to me.
Okay, then I'll watch it later.
I'll double check with CJ or Murphy about that. But they also were claiming that it was a premeditated attack by Buju, which it was not, because nowhere in the video at the incident did he say he was going to kill Ralph beforehand. So they can't
and he's wearing a mask. They didn't know who he was until after they had arrested him.
Yep, he and we both were told by Buju that Harry never told him that he had to register his gun with the police. So that's not an issue. That's an issue that we have to take up with Harry. But my whole thing is the body cam clearly shows that he was not shot in the back due to where the blood splatter comes from. The blood splatter came from Ralph's side, not his back. And if you've ever been shot in this city, you know that wherever you're shot is where the blood comes from.
Yep.
Okay, I got something I'm not going to discuss with you. I have to discuss it with Murphy. And if he says it's okay, then I can discuss it with you, but I don't want to give bad evidence. But from what I see, Buju waited until the officer was incapacitated before pulling his weapon and firing. So if they want to talk about how long it took, we can honestly argue that Buju did not want to take the chance of hitting the officer.
5 seconds. From the time that the officer was down to the time that he shot was 5 seconds.
Yep. And Ralph still had his pickaxe in hand and was still on the property, so they cannot say he wasn't threatening. He still had his weapon in his hand and he was still on the property. And if you go to legislation, the stand your ground law clearly states that a defendant can pursue until the threat has passed. With weapon in hand, he was still a threat. And the auto fire.
I agree.
The city, I know for a fact because I've talked to Harry about this, the city had issue at the time of the shooting. That was not supposed to be a feature on that gun. And because it's not a feature now, they cannot use that in court. Because at the time, it was a feature. And Buju told both of us that he had not fired that gun, so how would he have known about it? So I need to get...
I would bring that up because I think they can see how many rounds have gone through the weapon. So
I was going to ask Buju again. I was going to ask him again if he had fired it prior to this incident. Because if he did have knowledge, then that can... It's still... The auto fire can't be used against him because at the time, the manufacturers were producing guns with a defect. You know, they
and
can't
it was
say
something that was provided to him, so it's not necessarily his fault.
Yeah, but I watched all the evidence given to me because I had to substantiate another claim y'all made. Well, he made. And, while the Rodney issue, saying that I'm a junior judge, I don't believe that's going to be much of an issue after watching it. I will bring it up to Murphy, but I don't believe it's going to be an issue at all. He didn't threaten to pursue charges against Buju. He just said that if the charges were there, he would see them. So I don't believe
I purposely didn't watch it for that reason because I'm not involved in that particular part of it, so I didn't want to mix the cases.
Let me,
you know.
before you watch all of it, let me talk to Murphy or CJ to get clarification. I don't want to get you in any trouble if I overstep.
Yeah, and that's specifically why I didn't watch it. And
so right now, we have to. The police have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Buju knew that his gun had auto fire, which I don't think they'll be able to provide without a shadow of a doubt. They have to prove that it was premeditated, even though no threat was issued beforehand from Buju. And they also will have to prove that Ralph was fleeing with his weapon away, because that's what they say in the video. Which we can prove that his weapon was not
it was Ralph.
Yes. Well, yeah, true.
And
they didn't know until afterwards.
They can't because even Mike Franks asked him after the arrest, "Is this Ralph?"
Well, another reason I watched the video was their claim that Ralph's claim that you were on the scene. So I wanted to see if that had any merit as well.
Oh, I have body cam to prove that otherwise.
You were not on the scene, but his claim was that you were at the shop multiple times. And my point to that would be, you're a paramedic. You can go where you want.
Yeah.
But I watched the video for like the stuff that I'm telling you that after the when they were in cells discussing, I'm not using that in the case. That was for if the conspiracy charge, but there's no conspiracy there against Rodney. I'm gonna bring it up to Murphy's attention, but there was no malice involved, so I don't think it's gonna be an issue. The way Boujou explained it, it seemed like Rodney was out to get him. I don't feel that that's necessarily the case in this. He just, but in my opinion, the stand your ground law firmly states that a defendant can pursue until the threat's over. And that's in this situation, I think that's applicable.
Yeah, that's also why I told him, I was like, yeah, in pertaining to this case, don't bring that up. Just leave that alone for now. And if it is a thing, we'll deal with it later, because as of right now, it's not part of this case. And I would prefer that it not be, because that just adds more complication.
Yep, so the only thing I see the defense having is trying to convince people that Ralph was not a threat because he was fleeing. But once again, they're going to have to fight the stand your ground law, which he had hit Boujou and Boujou's employee. He was still on their property and he was still wielding his weapon. And he had just attacked an officer. I don't think they can prove that he was fleeing. Because what's to stop me from saying he wasn't running to his car, he was running to attack Officer Franks? It's the same argument they're going to make.
We've also had the discussion that that sets a very bad precedent in the city. That means I could run up and punch you in the face, and just because I turned to walk away, that means that, like there's no stand your ground at that point. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I could shoot you in the leg, and then all I have to do is face away from you and walk, and you can't do anything about it. But honestly, you have a case here. You have a good case, actually.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go. I must have watched that video like 30 times in slow motion to see where the shots were, positioning, all of that.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up was that if they wanted to question me because I was the medic on scene, I literally say in my own body cam that he was hit in the shoulder at an angle.
Yep, that might be. You might want to bring that, present that evidence as well.
Yeah, I'm submitting my own body cam of the aftermath as part of the evidence as well.
Okay, and in the aftermath, because I watched the whole thing. Okay, because when an accusation is made against a judge, I've been told that if it's in the DOJ, then the DOJ should handle it. They've been investigations into me that the DOJ have done. So I was doing what I've been told. Rodney clearly states to Ralph that you were not involved in the incident. So that should not be a problem with you being there, helping them up afterwards. Rodney clearly states that you were not involved in the incident.
And yeah, I talked to them later on, and I could hear them speaking in the cells.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, and I heard them say that I came lights and sirens, so.
Yep. So you shouldn't have to recuse yourself. There shouldn't be anything like that. I will help you with this case, but in all intents and purposes, I believe this is your case. But I will back you up if you need it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I could see where it would be really necessary for you to be the one who takes over is if they decide that they want to question the medical professional that was on scene, which would be me. And so that way we could, separate that.
Yes, I get it. To be technically honest, if you were called as a witness, you yourself could have legal representation, which I could do.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like that's a good move.
Yes, but there's another issue that I have to talk to CJ or Murphy about before I can bring it to your attention. It falls under the how much of the body cam can we use as evidence. If we can use the entirety of it, then we have another talking point. But other than that...
See, the subpoena I put in specifically asked for all body cam relevant to the shooting that occurred, and at that point, I didn't watch anything else other than the scene at the the mechanic shop.
Yes.
Even though technically it does involve it at the
Pretty
station,
bougie.
I didn't want to overstep my
Fox
reach
can't be
because
sued.
I didn't want to.
The arresting officer would be the one that
compromise,
would be a
what I
compromise.
had asked for.
Yes, no problem. Well, in my subpoenas, I specify when I want it, like when I don't. Like, an example, the case that I'm in right now, I specified in the subpoena, I want body cam from the time the incident started until the time the client was sent off to prison. So anything after or before that is not admissible. It makes it a lot easier than, you know, because you could have submitted for Buju from the time the incident occurred on Frank's body cam until Buju was sent to prison. That way it covers everything on his body cam that happened in cells, and all of it is admissible in court.
Yeah, and I specifically only watched the parts from the time where he got the call to the time where he left the scene.
That's fine. I watched, like I said, I watched it for the accusation made against a fellow attorney, but a couple of other issues have popped up that I need clarification on, and that as well. But with the exception of Rodney, I'm going to bring it up to Murphy, but there's no malice there. There's no, you know, he might just be like, you know, look, you have to be impartial. That's pretty much all I think is going to happen. Not a warning, you know, just, hey, look, be impartial. That's it. Because I think I think it was just a lightheartedness moment. I don't think he meant any negative by it.
Yeah, and again, that's why I specifically stayed out of it.
Yeah, so let me, like, I have been investigated before by DOJ, so I'm familiar with how DOJ investigations work. They thought I was breaking in and out of prison since, like, the first day of the city. I'm like, if I knew that, you think I wouldn't be rich right now, having sold that to everyone?
Right?
You think anyone would be in prison at all? And think about it this way also. I've never, if that's true, I've never been caught, and the police have never been alerted that I was there. So, why would anyone be in prison if I could do all this? You know, I would have sold it all, and we'd just be walking in and out of prison. Cops wouldn't even know. But Jeff, no, because tomatoes. That's the issue. Over tomatoes.
Okay, I've heard about this tomato thing. They said that there was only one place to get tomatoes, and it was prison, right?
Yep. And
yeah,
I
heard about that.
They thought I was selling tomatoes to Bob. And then Harvey Goody was involved, and the district attorney was involved. Then they went and asked Bob, and Bob said no. She said she can't get them. And then that kind of destroyed all the investigation.
Yeah.
But now there's a tomato farm, so now I can get them legally.
Yeah, I'd heard about that they were trying to find tomatoes. It was overheard, like they weren't talking directly to me.
When lawyers were first getting hired, all of the officers were trying to get a lawyer fired. It was like a challenge. And a lot of it has to do to two lawyers who were doing questionable things outside of their lawyering work, but those two people are no longer lawyers. But I'm not naming names.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yes, but it was a thing in the police where they were trying to get a lawyer disbarred. And so they went after everything, and well, they messed with me and found out. And instead of suing them, I told Harry that if they do it again, then I will be suing the department for the maximum amount, which would be $2 million. Because they were telling people not to use my lawyer services. They were telling people my farm was doing crime. If there was defamation charge in the city, I would have sued every single officer. And I would have won 100% because Bob would have been my only witness, Bob and Snowy. And I'd have got them both on stand, and they both would have said, nope, she never sold us a tomato. And then the person, I know who their informant, I know who he was, is a lifelong criminal who has been caught lying to them multiple times. But I just wanted to get with you and let you know I did see the video. I think it's not a slam dunk case, but it will redefine, I think, the stand your ground law. I think they're going to have to make changes to it because of this case.
Yeah, and there's a lot of eyes on this. Like, a lot of eyes
Yes.
in the city on this.
I know it's become a that's not a good thing either. Because
I
you are
know,
going to have
and,
those people who are for one side and people who are for the other. If you think people
Yeah.
are following you
Yeah.
or harassing you, then you need to let the officers know.
I don't think so.
I don't either, but you never know. You know what I mean?
Because,
But
you
that's-
know,
I
like, I
just
have a
wanted to
pretty
get
good
with you.
relationship with most people I deal with. Because, you know, being EMS, I try to...
Hello, Paul.
Even, like, you know, I treated Ralph multiple times since then. JP's
Yeah.
calling me.
Okay. But no, we can go. You can go.
Hello. And I'm doing alright. I just woke up. Yeah, I was just headed to go,
I'm
actually
floating
clock
on
in
air.
on being a lawyer and run some fuel.
Good. If she's going to clock into lawyer, I have to go.
I've been a lawyer
I know
for,
I
like,
told some of y'all were here
while
earlier.
now.
I told y'all that my patient lost her debit card yesterday. So I kind of have to go back to the place we lost it. So, and they opened for 11. And it's 11 now. I was actually
I'm
running
standing
to
next to her.
Sandy Shores. And I was going to walk off and go do that. So after we're done talking here, let me see. Hopefully Brit's live. If Brit's live, I can send y'all
Alright,
over there
take
and
care,
y'all
dude.
can continue this saga.
Bye.
She
You
is
told me I
not,
have it-
but
that he had a message from you.
there are 2 people streaming, but neither of them are streaming Redline. But that's all I had to talk with you about. I mean, I have to go take a nap. I have to wait for command officer to get on. But
Oh yeah.
if you watch the shots fired, it's clear that he was not shot in the back. 100%.
Yeah.
And then they also said premeditation, which there was no If anything, it's premeditation on Ralph, not on Boju.
Yeah, and I even
The
said
only
that he
thing-
was shot in the shoulder.
Yep, the only thing that I can say they could have anything on is that Boju did not issue a warning before opening fire. That's the only thing. But to stand your ground law, I even took a picture of it with my phone. Yep, I took a picture of it with my phone, so in case they change it before this lawsuit, they can't use the new law. They have to use the original interpretation. But it clearly says that Boju was in his right to defend himself and the people and pursue until the threat is ended. Well, I would say he ended the threat. It might not be the cleanest, but it is what had happened. And then the best thing you have going for you is even the officer that was downed cleared Boju before he was even picked up by you.
Yeah, and he's also, if you listen to Mike Frank's body cam all the way to the end, you can hear him in the background screaming, "Thank you, thank you, thank you."
Yep. But so we have that going for us. That's going to be a key piece of evidence. Is that officer on the body cam says it is not Boju, it is Ralph. It is the man in the mask. It is not the man with the gun.
And Buju was asking if I questioned the officer and got a statement from him, and I was like, I don't honestly know if that's a good idea, because from between now and then, his statement could be tainted.
True. I wouldn't take a statement if it's not of when the incident happened. Like I'm in a case right now that I'm not going to take a statement because it's over a week old. We filed on the
and
6th
that's,
day,
where
so
I'm at.
yeah. But that's all I have for you. I just wanted to get with you and tell you I've seen all the video evidence, and I think it's going to be an interesting case. Let me put it that way.
It's
he is?
Like I said, it's got a lot of eyes on it, and like you said, that's also a good thing and a bad thing. But I don't think anybody's coming after me over it or anything like that. I'm just doing my job, and I think most
I know.
people on both sides realize that.
All right, then. Well, I have to go take a nap. So you have a good day, and I hope to see you.
Yeah, I gotta go hop feel.
Yep. All right. I'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye. Rodney is streaming. No, he's not. I see. Let's see. I don't see anyone in Redline. Is he streaming Redline? I'm looking up Redline. Let me look up Redline RP. Some people do RP. Might be that. Yeah, but he's streaming. I'll definitely send y'all to Rodney. Let's see. I see myself. I see Maka. Rip, Rodney Dangerfield. He is. Okay. So let's go here. He is doing it. All right. I was not subscribed to Rodney. That's why. That's why now I am. So I'm going to send y'all over to Rodney. Let me get all that set up. I thought I really, honestly, I thought I was subscribed to him. Okay, content. I looked up Redline. He had Redline RP, so there was that little bit of deviation. I was about to say, my mind is like going completely. What the hell? Hold on. Interesting. Let me see. Okay, I got this right here. Okay. Okay, I got him down. Let's go over here. I don't know why it's not telling me that he's, like, I'm having all kind of issues. Let's see. Customization. Redirect. I don't have him on the redirect. He doesn't have it turned on, I bet. Hold on, let me see. He might not have a redirect turned on. Let me... I can't ask him, because I'm not on it. I can't watch, I can't be in part of his thing while I'm streaming. I have Imaka, who's doing an in real life stream, where he looks like he's repairing a fence, and then Ty is playing Valorant. Those are the two that I have that I can send y'all to. Oh, what the hell? I just did something. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Look, I'm gonna send y'all over to Maka. If you want to go watch Rodney, go to Rodney. I'm gonna go talk to him when I'm done. I'm gonna tell him, hey, turn your raid feature on. And he has to have the subscribers. If he doesn't have the subscribers, he can't have the raid feature on. So, go over to Rodney. Why am I... Hold on. What's going on here? Something's going on. Is this me or is this... No, this isn't. What in the world is going on? Something is happening, everyone. I'm trying to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay. I'm gonna send y'all over to Maka. If y'all want to go search Redline RP, you can search, go to live feature tab on YouTube, and you should pull up Rodney. If he doesn't have the subscribers, then he won't be able to be rated. So, I'm gonna end the stream right here. I'm gonna send y'all to Maka, but if y'all want to go to Rodney, subscribe to him, help him get those numbers up, that'd be helpful. So, I will see y'all all later. I have a bunch of stuff to go do in real life. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Tell Maka I said hi. Alright, bye.